y'all doing? How y'all feeling out here, good people? Hope y'all having a beautiful day. We got some stuff we gotta talk about and address. And when I tell you people minds, it's just, hold on, wait. Wait, do y'all hear that echo? Hey, how y'all doing? What is, okay, I got it down. If you guys can hear me well, can you please press 1? If you guys can hear me well, can you please press 1? I just want to make sure everybody's here and y'all can hear me good. Now, the unthinkable is going on. Steve Harvey's friend is being investigated and they about to take him away. I don't know what type of friend Steve Harvey have, but his friend is caught having horrible pictures of children, okay, doing the unthinkable, okay, and he had a lot of those pictures in his possession. Not only that, honey, he was videotaping himself giving a horsey some head. Don't you know that styling? Oh yeah. He was, oh my God, it was so sick, y'all. And not only that, they are saying that he is fraud. A lot of people are covering this. And if you did not know, Steve Harvey hooked this man up with Shirley Strawberry. So Shirley Strawberry and that man that you see, that's her husband. And they met by Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey hooked them up together. He is Steve Harvey's friend. They feel that he may be trying to fly the coop over at Steve Harvey's house up in Dubai or wherever, just to trying to avoid prison time, okay? And they are saying Cheryl is up with it too. They are saying Cheryl, she is defending this man, know all that he's doing. So they said, oh yeah, she must have been up with it too. You know what I'm saying? She was accomplice. So girl, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I wish I was lying. Always a flex. I wish I was lying, child. I really wish I was lying. This black marriage, a black couple again. I wish I was lying. You know I want these black marriages to win. You know I want them to fly like a bird. I wish I was lying. Okay? But you know what? I know y'all don't believe me, you know, but guess what? Since y'all always talk about these gossip streets, they say, well, if Chronicle speaks or impressive, if they don't say it, I don't believe it. Well, honey, I got something for you. Chronicle Speaks spoke on it, girl. Yeah, 16 hours ago. And she talks about it all. And we can look from her video. It says Shirley Strawberry begs judge to release husband Ernesto from jail after he does the unthinkable. And the unthinkable is messing around with kids and animals, girl, and doing fraud. Okay? Yeah. Chronicle speaks on it, baby. Not what y'all gotta say. Cause y'all always want to throw her and impressive in my face. Well, if them two ain't saying it, it then must. And other people are speaking about it too. It's a video that's going around that is talking about it, that a lot of people are talking about. So I would love to play this audio. And I know y'all got more tea on this, so please call in. The phone number is 515-605-9737. And I just want to thank you, Tara Wilson, donating $2. I appreciate that. Well, this don't got nothing to do with Zesty. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say he gay. You know, the kids could have been little girls. Okay, the kids could have been little girls. All right. And, you know, if he messing with a horse ding-a-ling, I don't know. I just think that's, what's that called? Animal brutality? What is it called when you're messing around with animal bestiality? Yeah, he's a beastie. Leave that zesty shit alone. He's a beastie. You know what I mean? You know, it's a difference between a horse and a human. You know that, right? Right. Okay? Yeah, he's a beastie. And he's a pedo and a beastie. So I'm going to look over here. Okay, we don't got no phone calls. Feel free to call in because I'm going to need y'all to weigh in on this. Very heavy. Now I'm going to look at the comments section. They say, hell, Steve knew about his own wife past. He wanted her because he thought she was a dime piece. So he ignored her past in a drug ring. Steve Harvey introduced Shirley Strawberry to that freak. You should go back and watch Keke Palmer when they was on the show, the Steve Harvey show, she told Steve Harvey. But didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? I said that Steve Harvey introduced Strawberry to this man, Ernesto. You know what I mean? I don't think he don't look no damn gay. Okay, you don't see no pink in his hair. Oh, stop that shit. He don't look gay. You know. God damn, not animal brutality. Shit, you know what I mean. Oh my. you crying, child. You crying. Okay, I'm gonna cry with you, honey, because it is sad. It is so sad. So I got some video clips, like I said, I wanted to show. So listen to this.
This last case that came about involves, if my understanding is correct, and I don't know because I haven't received discovery on it since it hasn't been indicted, a single photograph that was found on a computer that the prosecution, well, not even the prosecution at this point, I guess it's still the police because it's not indicted or accused, claimed was my client's, and that he was in possession of either the computer or the photograph that's on there. My client has never been accused of anything involving nudity or anything else with children. One of the bonds, I believe, that you signed, Judge, you tell him he can't be with his wife. I'm going to ask that you...
Is that Melody Scretchen?
No, it's the other lady, the SS lady.
Oh, Strawberry.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, let him be with his wife before we end up having a divorce match. This last...
Okay, so he trying to neglect the fact that Ernesto had all types of kitty, you know what, adults, kitty, pedo stuff all on his computer, girl. That's what he get off to. He get off to kitty, pedo shit. You know what I'm saying? He really don't want to be with Cheryl for real. And Cheryl, you know that. When the last time Ernesto touched you, girl, in the bedroom? He ain't touched you. Stop acting. Stop acting. You know what I mean? So let's keep on going here.
In Fulton County. Judge, also, you tell him he can't reside. I have an affidavit. His wife...
Randa, what is up with this zesty shit? Everybody goddamn zesty. Are y'all anti-zesty? What is going on? How's the lawyer sounding zesty? God damn. I tell y'all, oh my God.
Is a person of some public notoriety. She asked, she's given me the affidavit, Judge. I did not file it in because if it's filed, she likes to kind of remain private where she can.
Consider this person to be a flight risk. We have jail calls where he's talking about going to see his girlfriend in Florida, multiple times actually. We have a call where he was talking with his wife about going to stay in her boss's house. I'm going to leave out all the names here, as Mr. Lewis did. About her boss's house in Abu Dhabi, which is, of course, you know, quite far away from here, quite far removed from any court's jurisdiction here. And just the general scheme.
Good evening, Your Honor. Yes, as Mr. Majeski has stated, he's considered dangerous. There are several...
In Fulton County. Judge, also, you tell him he can't reside. I have an
pending warrants that will be coming out that, based on their content alone, there's a great likelihood that he's someone who commit further felonies. Furthermore, without mentioning the facts of the case in front of us, children were involved, of $200,000 per count, giving us a grand total of $800,000 bond for the case involving the exploitation. There are 4 separate counts there. As standard, I would also request that there be an ankle monitor placed on Mr. Williams, as well as that he surrender his passport, not leave Fulton County. Pending warrants that will be coming out that, based on their content, have no internet access at all and no contact with any minors or animals.
You hear that? No contact with animals or kids, because let me tell you, he loves some stallions. Yes, they caught him giving some stallions some head, okay? And he loved looking at videos dealing with pedo kids and stuff like that. And that's why they said he can't have contact with animals. Watch your dogs, watch your horses, because he's coming for him.
Alone. There's a
No further contact with Melody Scretchen, Scretchen. If you got all that right on that one, that'd be a $5,000 good bond.
Let's do that again.
pending warrants that will be coming out that, based on their content alone, there's a great likelihood that he's someone who commit further felonies. Furthermore, without mentioning the facts of the case in front of us, children were involved. The state is requesting a bond, knowing that he has to have a bond because it's been well over 200 days, a bond of $200,000 per count, giving us a grand total of $800,000 bond for the case involving the exploitation. There are 4 separate counts there. As have no internet access at all and no contact with any minors or animals.
No further contact with Melody Scretchen, SCR.
All right, so that is what it is. And they also said he had a whole girlfriend during this situation, and Strawberry, his wife, was still trying to, she wrote a letter to the judge telling them, hey, this is my husband. I need my husband. I don't want to get a divorce. I love him. It's a misunderstanding. She taking up for this man. Even though he cheated on you, got a whole girlfriend, he's a pedo, and he loves an animal lover, and he does fraud. Like, something is up with Strawberry. And y'all can say all day, oh, she's so sweet. That hoe ain't sweet. You don't know Strawberry. You don't know Cheryl Strawberry like Ernest does, okay? The king pedo over there. She got a lot of stuff up her. She was nothing but a beard. She was nothing but a cover-up. She was a cover-up, okay? To hide his secrets. So feel free to call in, let us know. So let me go to y'all girl. Chronicle Speaks, because y'all love her so much, and I love her too. Shout out to YouTube channels and stuff or whatever. Yeah. KC, if you out there, can you please call in? Because I know you're smart and you know all this legal stuff. If KC is out there, I would love for him to please call in and give us his expertise. Okay. All right. So let me continue on here. Oh, let me look in the comment section because y'all making it hot. They said he is trifling nasty. We need a side-eye Steve Harvey. Mr. Horace, if you're listening, please call in and tell us your side of the story. KC, where KC at? And Mammy Animals, are you serious? Girl, bye. Strawberry, move on, girl. Very disturbing to say the least. She is going to be some sour strawberry if she keeps messing with him. Afraid of the light. Why marry here? Okay. KC still ain't called in, y'all. Okay, so let's play.
But I will bring you the tea.
Bring us
Welcome
the tea,
to
girl.
Chronicle Speaks.
Chronicle Speaks. Hey, Chronicle Speaks. Yes.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now.
Okay.
Huh? Yes.
Tell us, girl.
So I actually contemplated on doing this story, but certain crimes need to be exposed no
Right.
matter who the person is or who they may be related
Right.
to. So on that note, here we go.
Here we go.
Shirley Strawberry of the Steve Harvey Morning Show has written her own Strawberry letter defending
Did you
her
hear that?
husband.
She is writing a letter called the Strawberry Letter defending her own nasty husband. We are at a lost time. We are at the end of the world when y'all defending y'all husband with this bull crap and this nonsense. Save the kids. Save the animals. Right is right and wrong is wrong. What is wrong with Miss Strawberry? I need y'all to call in and make it make sense. What is wrong with Miss Strawberry? What is wrong with these black marriages out here? Okay? What is going on? All right, come on, Chronicle.
Who's been accused of doing the unthinkable.
He's been accused of doing the unthinkable. Look at this black, oh God, this black couple. This black couple. You know, who would think? Who would think? They look like y'all uncle. Don't he look like your uncle? Uncle Benny? Uncle Ben. He look like y'all uncle. He look like y'all daddy. Y'all daddy and y'all uncle is doing this. Y'all can't blame this on a younger generation. What y'all got to say about this generation here, this era? They are in their 60s and 70s doing this crap right here. What y'all got to say about that? Huh? Okay, would y'all stop with that zesty shit? How he look zesty? Oh my God, I can't believe y'all. We are still in Pride Month, and y'all up in here want to accuse every pedo for looking zesty. Them looks look greasy. Do they? I mean, they ain't chapped. They ain't cracking. Okay, so, girl, what? Not the lips. His eyes' entire essence is off. Well, what y'all got to say about Strawberry then, huh? What y'all got to say about Miss Strawberry? Miss Wilson donated $2. We love you, Gigi. Oh, thank you. You know I love the love, girl. I love the love. Okay, what y'all got to say about Miss Strawberry? How's she looking? Okay? Huh? How's she looking? She up here enabling this, pushing this, you know? She got a smile on her face. They said baby boomers are entitled and weird. He do look sus. I would like to understand what motivates that behavior when you have animals as an alternative availability. You know what, Ryan? Maybe he grew up in the country. I hear a lot of country people, they like doing stuff with animals and making love with animals, you know. Maybe his father was on a farm. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe he was wrestling with them damn pigs and it turned them on. When they say oink, oink. When that oink, oink and hearing all that, you know, the horse. And maybe because that horse got a big-ass dick. He was fascinated by that big dick. God damn. Have y'all ever seen a motherfucking horse? God damn. Okay. He couldn't leave it alone. Okay, he couldn't leave that shit alone, man. I don't know. Oh, he wanted to make love to it, then eat it real love. Eat it good. Okay, I don't know.
And you'll hear that letter exclusively today on Chronicle Speaks.
Thank you, Chronicles.
Her husband, who everyone calls Ernesto, but who's real.
Ernesto, that's his name. Okay, this is another picture. What do y'all think? Get into the picture. Y'all know y'all love pictures. Okay, what y'all think about this couple? You know, he is tall. You know, he's tall. You know, I don't know why he would want to be with some kids and animals. You know, what do y'all think? Cheryl didn't see it coming. Now, when y'all look at him, y'all say, "Oh my God, he look like he want to be with a man." Okay, well, why didn't Cheryl see this? Huh? Why didn't Cheryl see this? Cheryl didn't see that. Okay. Cheryl didn't see that. And you know what? There's no reports. And guess what, girl? He got a girlfriend. He have a wife and a girlfriend. And y'all up here trying to say this man won't be with other man. You know, it was not another man in the reports. He had a wife and a girlfriend, girl. Okay. They say he looks like he got caught cheating on a horse. Jessica, when are you now, Lady Denise? Who in the hell? Lady Denise, it's GIGI. If you cannot respect, okay, my name on here, we don't have no communication, boo. Okay? Okay, stop that. You know what's up. It says he didn't look zesty, he looked sickly. He looked like a uber zesty cookie because love is blind. Hey, and it take over your mind. What you think is love is surely not. You need to elevate and find. Love is blind. You think so? You think so? They said that he was a high value man, honey. They said this is what a high value man looks like. What y'all think? They said Steve Harvey invited this man in her life, and she considered him to be a high value man. That's what they say, girl. He had a beard and a proper side piece with kids. He was really into it. Family, thanks for coming to the repast. She just wanted a husband. Oh, Latasha, she was lonely. In a room like Brandy, sitting up in my room. Thinking about you. What? She just a mess. She's a mess for you. Is that what she was on? Desperation makes you do horrible things. All right. It sounds like he like everything. They can try sexual or pansexual. Now, okay, when y'all attracted to animals, that's a whole different situation. Don't be trying to put no pansexual people up in there. They say, yeah, she was surely desperate for a husband prior to her marriage. Y'all got to stop being desperate. How about self-love? Try that medicine, self-love. Say it with me, y'all. Self-love. Okay, man, KC still ain't calling. KC not even in here. KC, where you at? Okay. Okay, Casey, where are you at? Are you free? Are you free? KC, where you at? Okay, so let me keep on going on. Let's play some more Chronicle. Shout out to Chronicle Speaks on YouTube. When I tell you guys, she is a bomb.com. If you guys want facts on top of facts, she is known to be the fact lady. Her and an expressive. They tell me all the time, people on my YouTube channel, oh my God, if it's not expressive or Chronicle Speaks speaking it, I don't believe it. So that's what we are. We are Chronicle Speaks, honey. All right, come on, girl.
Name is Ernest, has been arrested on bank fraud, operating a credit repair company, cashing a fraudulent check, carrying a sawed-off shotgun, and certain lewd offenses that have him forbidden from being around children under the age of 18. And also certain offenses that have him forbidden from being around animals. Ernest,
girl, you heard that shit. Didn't you hear? He animals, honey. Girl. Now, what made him attracted to Shirley Strawberry? Okay? Huh? What is it? Is it like she's so dingy? What made Steve Harvey set her up with him? What is the attraction here? Okay, so we missing something. Gigi is the best. Thank you, baby. Yes. There was another deek in the report. Gigi is the best. Thank you. Lewd defense. You know what, Tara? I don't know. Let me make you a moderator because you're just showing me too much love. You showing out. You is showing out, and this type of show out needs to be rewarded, okay? Thank you, boo. Okay, sis. Gigi is the best. Okay. I love you, Gigi. Have a good, safe week. Well, Steve Minaj, we not about to depart yet. Thank you, boo. All right. So I know she's embarrassed by this. Turn the lights off, all the hoes at the table. We need some answers, Steve. And you heard what Chronicle says. Chronicle says that he cannot be around animals and he cannot be around people under the age of 18 because his attraction to animals and that. Look like a boy, he knew he likes boys. Nah, it was girls. It was girls. Wait. It was some girls now. You know he got a girlfriend and a wife. Okay, so let's keep on going on.
From being around animals. Ernest would get arrested for going to a petting zoo at this point. We are going to break down.
Girl, he can't even go to a petting zoo. A petting zoo. He can't go to a petting zoo because they're afraid that he's going to get a boner and he going to want to try to rock the cage. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Monique. Strawberry, move on, girl. But you know what? Strawberry might be into this shit too. You know, Strawberry might be into animals. Strawberry might be a damn pedo. You know, these women are into that shit too. You just never know.
On this Strawberry letter and so much more. But before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. And
did y'all hear that? Make sure to subscribe to this channel. You heard what Chronicle Speaks said, honey. Subscribe to this channel and subscribe to hers once you get finished with mine. But let's go.
The bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this case and so much more.
Yes.
Now let's get back into it. Now Shirley
just
knew she had hit the jackpot once Steve introduced.
Ooh. They said Cheryl knew she hit the jackpot when Steve introduced, and she was just smitten over him, honey.
Her to an entrepreneur named Ernesto Williams. She was swept off her feet when he proposed to her on the radio.
They got
but when
married?
she didn't catch on to his voice the whole time Steve was.
They got married, child. Look at them. Look, she's so happy. Look at her. How old was she when she got married? She don't look young. Girl, how old was she when she got married? She looked like she's still in her 60s when she got married. Girl, tell me how old was this? Because she don't look like she's in her damn 20s. Gigi can't go to the petting zoo? Hey, I'm sick. I need help. Go pray. Background check. What? This is a good strawberry letter worldwide. Last week. They got married last week. She was wearing white. Well, maybe she is a virgin. You know, maybe she haven't had none. Cheryl probably was talking all the pictures of Mr. Horse. She probably was. She was probably the video photographer. She like, y'all, I got a man. Gigi, 2 clowns. Okay, she looked like a pygmy who finally got picked. Gigi, dad for her. We still don't got no phone calls. Why y'all not calling in, chiming in about this stuff, huh? She make a good chimney sweeper. He's going to have a great difficulty staying away from animals. She's a grandma, Gigi. Oh, she a granny? She got married being a granny? Well, where her baby daddy's at? And where her kids at? How many kids she got? How many kids she got, y'all? Dude look like a creepy. Well, honey, this is what's going on.
Talking to him, I said, Shirley doesn't know this man well at all. And boy, was I right.
Would you take care of her before you took care of yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Shirley,
Yes.
this your man right here. What?
It's Ernesto.
Something off with Cheryl. Something off with goddamn Cheryl. Cheryl seemed like she's brainwashed or something. Something off. Something ain't ticking. She got that nice voice on the radio, but child, something off with Cheryl. I don't care what y'all say. Something off.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. This your man right here. What?
It's Ernesto.
Wait a minute.
Now, Ernest is a longtime career criminal with charges dating back to the late 80s and felonies dating back to the early 2000s. So the question I have is, was a background check not ran, or was Shirley just a strong believer that an old cat could turn new tricks? Well, new tricks he did. Ernest opened up a 24-hour barbershop.
Epidemic Sound is basically
There we go with them damn in. Please call in. Let us know what you guys feel about this. We don't got no calls. Y'all not that mad. Y'all not calling in. How about that? Okay. Let me pop it back up on the screen.
In Atlanta, and people from all over came to visit it. NFL players, NBA players, he had all types of clients. He also owned and operated Nesto's elite private security company, which provided unarmed security for those that needed it. Outside looking in, it honestly seemed like Ernest was doing pretty well for himself and establishing an honest living. That was up until October of last year, when his world came crashing down. Roswell police have arrested 2 people in connection to a $1 million scheme. Investigators say 57-year-old Ernest Williams and 46-year-old Erica King convinced people to pay them for their business expertise. They would align themselves with their victims with promises to be able to grow their brands, their missions, their life goals, their social media following.
Did y'all see that? Who is that girl? I thought that was Frankie coming from the dead. I thought she looked like Keisha Cole mama for a minute. Don't she look like Keisha Cole mama? Girl, he's partnered up with her, the woman with the red wig on. And they was up here doing schemes, $1 million schemes, scheming people out their money. Yeah, what type of shit he got going on? And they said he could have been legit. Why do he have to be so crooked? He had multiple businesses, a barbershop, a security thing going on. You know, he was a hustler. I give him that. But he was a fraud. Girl, I need y'all to call in. I can't do this shit all by myself. That's probably the girlfriend. Yeah, that is his girlfriend looking like Frankie. He looked like a scammer. He don't look like a scammer to me, you know. Shit, I can't tell what a scammer look like. Now, she look like a damn scammer. She look like a hood rat hoe. Okay, that's the mistress. Yeah, that's his girlfriend. You know, they had a whole relationship. That's the girlfriend, honey. So Cheryl Strawberry, they were just using her. These men don't want no good woman. You know what I'm saying? They want a hood chick. Look, how he leaves Strawberry, which is very conservative acting, to a hood chick. The girl with the red hair, the red wig, you know she hood. You know she bout it. Okay? You know she about them things. Hell, she looks older than him. You know, I don't know what he's doing to his skin, but I don't know. It says that's weird. There's a lot of scammers out here looking for lonely women. I intended as a therapist, couples. She do look a little hood. She look a lot hood with that damn wig on. Court documents was on Zoom, said he had 2 wives. 2 wives, TT. TT, you need to call in. So this man got 2 wives, and he has a girlfriend. And y'all up here trying to push him in the LGBT community. Nah, honey. He belong in the straight community, girl. Okay? How he busting down this puss? Okay? He got 2 pusses on deck. He got a main puss at home. Okay? I haven't heard no nigga's boyfriend come out yet. Okay? We would have been heard that. It says Shirley is in the jail. They was confused. They was staying on the girlfriend and the wife. He is doing too much and too many. Well, that's how these dog ass niggas do. That's how they do. Okay, we got a call. Finally, it happens to me right in front of my face, and I can't just hide it. Finally, yeah. Okay. The way to dun. If you only knew the way I feel about you, I just can't excite it. Finally. That's how Cheryl felt, huh? Cheryl Strawberry. She said, finally, it happened to me right in front of my face, and that's something I just can't hide it. Okay. Cheryl finally got a man. Okay. Not straight men dealing with male animals. Yes, they do, girl. Yes, they do. Okay, calling in from 212. You're live on the air. 212.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just surprised to hear this, and I'm sad to hear this about her because I used to listen to the Steve Harvey morning show, anything like that. So, you know, it's kind of sad to hear that this is going on, and this is maybe, she got a snake, to be honest with you. This is somebody that basically was sleeping in her house that she really didn't know too much about.
She know. She know that, dog. I don't buy it. I don't buy she didn't know. Well, tell me this, 212. She ain't acting shocked. She ain't acting appalled. All this stuff came out about your man. He got 2 girlfriends. He's a dang pedo. He's a scammer doing all these frauds, all these businesses, all this time, and you don't see nothing. You supposed to be so smart and educated and, so spiritual and shit. You don't see none of this going on. You don't sense something is off. Bullshit. I don't buy it. And for the fact, after all this shit done came out, she's writing letters trying to get her husband back. That don't sound like somebody that was surprised. That sound like somebody she gonna be down for her husband no matter what. She gonna be down for him no matter what. It don't care. She a loyal one. You know what I'm saying? A loyal fool. But she loyal to that man. She love that Ernest. And you can't tell me nothing different about that. I don't feel no. I'm not giving no sympathy card out. But go ahead.
It's not giving a sympathy card.
Yes, you is, and it's okay because a lot of people are. I'm just not a lot of people. But go ahead.
No, it's more of an empathy card that I'm giving her, not a sympathy card, an empathy card. I'm empathizing with her. I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
again,
okay,
what you
time out.
even
You
described-
empathizing with her. That means you agree with her. She want to get that husband back. She
No,
said she
I'm
want her husband.
That does not mean that at all. That empathizing means is putting yourself in someone else's shoes and trying to understand their situation, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, why? Tell me
based on what
this.
I've
Since you
gathered.
in her shoes, why is she writing a strawberry letter trying to get him out? Huh? Tell me that.
Okay, so she has like a little segment that comes on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's called My Strawberry Letter. And I guess this is basically a play on the words, what they were saying about her and a message to her husband. And again, this is giving me For My Man tease from the ID channel. So that's why I said I could empathize with that, because I watched a lot of women that would do a lot of stuff for their man in the name of love.
I don't get it. So why you put
Now, look,
love
you
involved in
said that
this? Why you put love
But you
involved in
also
this?
said that, look,
I know,
you
but
said
why
she
you
got
throw
married
love
at
in
an older
this?
age.
What love got to do with
because
this
she
shit?
loves her man. She
What's
loves him.
love?
That's her.
What's love got to do with this shit? Huh? What love got to
She
do with
loves
it?
him. He doesn't love her, but she loves him. That's why she's sticking her neck out there for him.
I don't like,
think
you know what? I'm so offended.
What?
I'm offended. How y'all just throw
Why?
love around. The word love, how y'all just throw this shit around. Meaning that, okay, in order to love somebody, you have to be okay with them being a pedo. You have to be okay with them messing with animals. You have to be okay with them having 2 girlfriends. And this is y'all definition of love.
But
Talking about she
this is
love
all
him.
subjective.
So she's
This is all
gonna
subjective, though.
always
So
have his
again-
back because this is what love look like. I'm offended. That is not what love look like. You know what I'm saying? That y'all can have it, but just I'm gonna separate myself from the group. How about that?
Again, everybody has their own interpretation of all this, but I do think, like, people, you know, again, she was in love with this guy. I don't think he was in love with her. I think that basically she just, again, she's like, hey, this is my husband. I'm going to fight for our marriage. It took me this long to get married because, remember, you also pointed out that she got married at an older age. So I think, you know, all those things go into it. This is somebody that don't want to die alone, and that's the ending of it all there. Nobody wants to
You gonna
be
die?
alone
Okay,
or
well,
die
can I
alone.
tell y'all something? Y'all all gonna die alone. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah, but
You
at
came in
least
this
somebody
world
will
alone.
know.
Huh?
No. There's a difference. At least somebody will know. So again, there's people that are living in places or in a home there that nobody will know until 2 or 3 weeks or a year later. As comparison to other people that that live in the community. So those are things that we got to think about as people as well. That there are other people in this world outside of the perspectives that we live in.
You said some shit, but I ain't understand nothing you said. But going back, I just let your ass talk. I'm like, what the fuck he's talking about? But her ass was always alone.
GIGI, I
He
love
got
you.
2 girlfriends, kids, and he got that damn styling. He don't got no time for her. She didn't smell the horse shit on his breath. Huh? I know she smelled the animals on him.
That's
She ain't smelled the
that's
animals
crazy.
on him. Huh? She must like that funky shit. She ain't smelled these other girlfriends on her man. Huh?
Well, she's working.
See, that's the problem.
You know, she's in this like, you know, media world there, so she's working all the time. And I think, again, like, you know, they live a total different lifestyle than a lot of us live every day.
What type of
So
lifestyle do they live with animals? Break it down. What type?
Well,
I
know
want to
about
understand what
that.
type of lifestyle is this? What type of lifestyle?
No, I'm just saying.
Do you know that man? Do you know him?
No, I do not know him.
Oh,
I
okay.
do not know that man.
Do you know Cheryl?
And my Kiki Palmer voice.
Do you know Cheryl?
No, but I feel for her though, because I
Okay.
used to listen to her show on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh yeah.
And she's an older woman, so that's why, like, usually these type of women her age and that advance in their career and all that type of stuff, they don't want stuff like this going on. This is a con man that she married. And this is one of Steve Harvey's.
Okay, you know what? 212, you losing me. You know what? If this is the con man that she married, the gig is up. She know what's going on. So why is she still standing by him, sending in strawberry letters, trying to get the judge to get him free? What's up with that?
Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, y'all got so many goddamn excuses for these people. If it's not one thing, it's another. Stockholm syndrome. Okay.
Yeah, because she just don't give me that type. The dude, like, he just gives me like Snake and all of that there. But she's
okay. Well, tell me this.
She wasn't trying to have all
of
of that.
This. How you got Snake from him and you don't even know that man, but she's
you can
been
look
with
at all
him.
Over his face there,
okay,
Snake.
I ain't done yet, but okay, you say you can see it. It's written all over his face. What? You don't gotta say a word. Okay, it's written all over the motherfucking face. But she's been with this man for I don't know how many years. Why she didn't see it? How come y'all can see shit she don't see? What's wrong with her?
She was desperate. And she was like, I married this dude. I don't want to get a divorce.
Well, her ass better go get a rose. Tell her to get a rose. Okay? Get the motherfucking rose and fuck these niggas, okay? Tell her to get a rose. She would have been better off getting a damn rose, don't you think? Don't y'all think she should have been better off getting a rose? Okay? That rose will do it for you every time. The rose ain't gonna cause no problem.
I feel for her. Why do you think that she basically knew about all of this? What made you think that she was in cahoots or that she would have
because she's still standing for this nigga. And after all this stuff coming out, you still standing for him publicly? What is wrong with you? It's just like that big old man with them big ass hips. He took out his nephew and his mama still standing up for him.
Right.
A lot of these older women, well, older, younger, shit, I don't like to do the gender wars or the age gap wars like y'all do, because y'all steady talking about the younger generation, they're just horrible. But what about this older generation and their accountability, and they're just being irresponsible with the choices they make when it comes to their sons and husbands and shit? Y'all don't want to talk about that shit.
But I just think that's just loyalty with each other. And I think
what type of loyalty is that?
People.
What type of loyalty is that?
Again, you watch the ID channel for my man. These women be taking charges and everything for men.
Well, that's why I'm not loyal to anybody. I'm a flip-flopper, and I'm going to continue to flip and flop. Okay? Whatever benefits me, that's the side I'm on. When it stops benefiting me, when the wind turns, my ass going to turn with the wind. Okay? I'm going with the wind.
I'm all about ethics when it comes to this. Again, so I'm only looking at this from a person that studied criminal law when I was going to school. And just getting a bachelor's degree in this there. So I never practiced, but I'm only looking at it from that aspect of just ethics, human ethics. And I don't know much about her basically ever having any issues that's compared to. It's very problematic with this guy, just hearing that somebody's messing around with children and then animals. Whoa, you're just everywhere now. So,
and let's not forget about the fraud. Let's not forget about he got 2 girlfriends. Come on now. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not giving this sympathy card out. He got so much going on, and you as a wife, you ain't checked that shit. You ain't checked that. You don't know what's up with your man. You don't know what he doing. Come on now.
She's in her 50s or 60s.
Nah. Y'all need to check these men, okay?
I think we need to have some grace with her, though, at least. Because
you
she's
have
never
all
been
the grace you
problematic for
need
all
for
the
her.
years.
You got grace for her. That's enough.
Oh, man.
Tell her to call in the show. Call in, Cheryl.
She's hurting right now. Let Cheryl basically have her little wine, her blunt, and let her basically sit back.
Oh, she wants some wine? You want her to go over to Tasha K, to the winos? Yeah, Cheryl, go over to Tasha K. She gonna eat that ass up. Yeah, okay.
No, I honestly, I think that at this point, she's going to wake up like sooner or later. She got a lot of you guys in her ear on the internet that say, hey, you are associated with this guy, so you must know something. She's gonna end up disassociating herself from him because
I
you know
think
at the
that's
end of the day.
bullshit, caller. I mean, she's in the work of gossip. She reports stories. She know how this industry works. She know how it goes. She talks as she's a conservative on the radio when she gives her opinion about the crazy stories that she report about. So now she's in a crazy story and she's defending this nigga. Make it make sense. She know what's up.
You think that she knew that he was messing around with animals and children?
Yeah, I think she got a hunch that something off with this man. He ain't right. He got some scams. He got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? He got hair around the house. I don't know. Something up. How you not know that
somebody
man is
said
into...
maybe she leaked the info to him. Maybe that is true there.
She
I don't
can't
know.
leak the info.
Yeah.
She defending his ass. Make it make sense. Pick a side.
Yeah, no, leaking the info to him to let him know, hey, they're talking about you. This is going on. Let's try to do some PR, regarding this. So maybe even
Well, he's not doing no PR. I haven't heard him talk. And how do y'all know? How would you know if your man is a bestiality? Huh? What are the signs? Huh?
You wouldn't know.
What are the signs? They say it's always signs.
What,
comment. Let us know. What do you think is the signs to know when your man is into bestiality, when he's into animals and horses and shit? What are the signs, y'all? What's the signs?
The only thing I can think of is an STD. So you going to the clinic, basically.
Okay. Can we not say the whole term? Okay. We're not trying to have the CDC over here. Okay, yeah. Let's keep it the ST something. Shit. And the ST, hold on. The ST. Okay, so you're saying horses are transmitting STs?
No, I'm just saying that would be the only way, basically, to find out if you got something from it.
Okay, so you got cold sores.
Because it is possible.
You got cold sores from a horse.
Ooh,
I didn't know horses can have
why we
cold
talking
sores.
about this?
Horses can have cold sores.
Yeah, they can have herpes, yeah.
Oh, wait, why you gotta say the same? Man, didn't I say?
I gotta get off.
Okay, you don't know how to soften the blow?
Yes.
I didn't know that. So you teaching me something. Now, how did you know what these animals got? I didn't know they can have, ST, you know what? So they can have they can have the clap.
The stuff there.
They can have the clap too.
Yes, they can definitely have that too as well.
Got it. Okay, well tell me
pass
this.
It along.
Okay, and they can pass it on in their breast milk, and y'all drinking that milk.
Oh well, they can't pass that on, but it varies. They can pass certain things on in there, but yeah, they wouldn't be able to pass it wouldn't be the clap, no.
Okay. They got some other shit they passing out. They passing that shit out, y'all. Be careful. You better be careful.
Yeah, but the only people, I've never heard of nobody basically catching anything from any animals in real life other than random stuff on TV or the news. And so, that can basically be subjective,
Well, I don't know, because that's how the Covina came about with them damn animals.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, it came from the animals.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, well, let's leave the animal shit alone. All right. I love you. Bye. All right, we got another caller. Come on, y'all. Call in. Let me know what y'all think about this. We're learning a lot about these animals out here. Don't y'all wish animals can talk? Only if animals could talk, they can really tell us, what Ernest was doing. You know what I mean? All right, so let's continue on. Calling from 470. You're live on the air, 470.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Oh my goodness, it's just so much. My mouth is hanging open. I just cannot believe all this stuff that, that's been spilled, and then for it to be on Zoom, on court, you know, and then you just find out so much more information. I feel like she knew because it's not like she just met him and he proposed to her in 3 months or something.
Right.
They dated, I think, for like 2 years, and I think they've been married for like 10 years.
That's a lot of time.
So,
you know that man.
That's a long time. Yeah, that's a long time. I'm not saying she knows everything he
She
did,
knows
but
something
I'm
up.
sure
She knows he
knows.
wrong. She know that.
Yeah. And I want to know how she feels. I wonder if she knew before court, when they said in an open court, that he has these other women that he's talking to on the jailhouse phone. While she's sitting up making excuses for him and writing letters for him.
Did his girlfriends write the letters? His girlfriends ain't saying that. They say he got 2.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't writing no letters. They just making like how they gonna break him out or something. I guess they think that he's gonna get bond in some kind of way. He's gonna jump bail, because that was kind of spoken about in court as well, that he had to surrender his passport and wear a tether and all this other kind of stuff if he's able to make the bond, because they said when they were talking about it in the court, the prosecutor said that he has like 15 more charges that are pending that are coming down the line. So it's going to be interesting. And I just also would like to know, does Steve not know this man's background? Like, it seems like he spent a large, amount of time in jail. So how would he not know that? Like, how are they friends? What's their connection?
He did some favors for Steve.
Probably. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see if, Steve.
What you think? You think he gonna cut her off?
I don't know. I mean, if it keeps coming out, more and more details, or maybe because they said his wife, and I don't know if they meant his real wife, which is her, or somebody else that called themselves the wife, because they were saying her initials, and then the judge said Strawberry. So the judge said that they were caught on the jailhouse phone talking about going out of the country to stay in her boss's property.
Steve Harvey property.
Yeah.
Because her boss is Steve
So,
Harvey.
like,
so why y'all acting like that?
exactly.
Y'all know who it is. Why y'all doing that?
Mm-hmm.
So
to
Steve Harvey
hear that
must gonna cover for him. And Steve Harvey told Cheryl, no, defend your man. We need black women taking it down for these men, They felt like it made some bull crap. The white people get away with it. Because, these niggas always want to do the crooked shit that white people do. Why can't you just have integrity and just do right? Fuck the white people.
Right,
You're not
exactly.
white. You're not white, okay? You in America,
Yeah.
nigga.
So I wonder how
do.
he feels that people are hearing that she was talking about, like, she's so dumb. Don't you know that people record jailhouse phone calls? So they're talking about the jailhouse phone call you had with your husband about leaving the country.
That's why I said something off with her. And y'all think just because a person can articulate their damn words and they can read well that they are smart and shit. She can outread me.
Right.
She can out-talk me. But I know I wouldn't be having no damn conversations on the jail line. How about that? Okay?
Exactly. That's like jailhouse 101. Like, you don't do that. And then to find out her daughter is one of his victims, but they don't say what he did to her. I don't know if it's a fraud.
What? I didn't know that,
said
girl.
That her daughter.
No, you got to talk more about that. Tell us that. Tell us that in detail.
So
we want to know what is going on with the daughter. Okay, let me shut up.
Well, they mentioned Shirley. They said that he needs to stay away from Shirley, but then she wrote a letter saying that she's not afraid of him. He doesn't have to stay away from her, that she wants him home. They said he needs to stay away from her daughter, and I think her daughter may have a child as well, that he's supposed to stay away from all 3 of them, period.
Now, how old
and
is
that
the
she
daughter?
is.
And I told
I
y'all.
think she's grown.
Okay, but how old was the daughter when he first got in the picture?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. So that's
How
why
old
I'm
is
not
she
sure
now?
if it's
Is
like
she in her 20s now?
in. Not sure.
Damn.
So I don't know if he did something creepy to her or if he did something financially to her. I'm not
Both.
sure. But she is
You
listed
know
as
he
one
gonna
of his victims.
violate both ways.
Mm-hmm. So especially if your daughter is one of his victims, how do you even write a letter for dude? Like, how do you even?
Cause she's okay with it. Cause she okay with it. She probably jealous of the damn daughter. Girl, do you remember that movie with Monique and they had that big Shirley girl on that motherfucker eating out that KFC, that bucket of chicken?
Oh yeah. Precious.
Yeah. These mamas, they be knowing they daughters getting touched by the daddy, and they okay with it. They in competition. It happens all the time, but y'all don't want to air it out because it look bad on the black community, girl. But it happens quite often. You go around here and you act the victims that's been touched. Who touched you? They daddy. Who touched you? They uncle. Who touched you? My mama boyfriend. Girl, it happens all the time. But y'all want to act like you don't. Y'all want to act like all these parents are just so perfect and stuff. Don't talk about the parents. No, we're going to talk about these damn parents.
Yeah, that's very true. It's all somebody. We all got a fresh uncle or cousin, and every time he come over, everybody's just like, don't go around, don't be alone with Uncle Willie or whatever, because he going to touch you or he going to get fresh with you instead of putting him in his place or tell him he can't come there. And
I think he was probably messing with that. Is it a granddaughter? What is it? A granddaughter,
I think it's a daughter, and I think it's a granddaughter, but I'm not quite sure about that part.
Well, whoever, granddaughter or son, maybe he don't discriminate. If a kid is a kid, you know.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out and what Miss Strawberry decides to do.
Well, she already told you what she gonna do. She gonna stand up for her man. She said she don't want no protection. She want her man to come on home. Come on home.
But yes, she said that before it was said in open court that she is not the only one having jailhouse conversations with him. I would love to see how that's gonna change the dynamic.
What? You think she's gonna change her mind when she find out he's been talking to a different girlfriend?
I would hope so. I mean, if your daughter don't do it for you, can you?
Girl, she know about them girlfriends. You don't think these wives know about the girlfriends? You don't think these wives know about their girlfriends?
I would think so. I think
they know
a lot
about
of
the
things
girlfriends.
They
not dumb.
Yeah.
They
know.
We know. They
know. Yeah.
Y'all can act and blinded and be in denial if you want to. You know what's up.
Especially with us as black women, I'm kind of undercover agent.
Trust them. Any person out here that's scamming and scheming on people, they don't have integrity. You know they're going to do you wrong. They don't have any moral compass to say, man, me scamming these people, me taking away their money, their last savings is hurtful. I'm not going to do it. They're willing to hurt people to benefit, to get higher. So you don't think that same man will hurt you as his wife to benefit off of him?
Exactly.
His morals is low. It's in the trash. And how dare you to think differently? How dare you to think differently?
And I want to know the background of the lady too, the one he in cahoots with, like his other ride or die. Like what's their connection? How are they connected? Is it just business or is it other things as well?
You think why they can't just be a business partner? Why did he just have to be in a relationship with her? Is that how he finessed these women's out their panties?
I don't know. It's a good question. And then it's like he got to be dumb because like when you do stuff like that, when you take people's money and say you're going to invest it or you're going to do something, you're going to give them something for the money you're giving them and you never do it, it's always going to end up bad because people are, you can't mess with people's money. They're going to get you.
Well, he's a risk taker.
I don't know
clearly.
how
He likes taking risk. He take risk. He's a risk taker.
Yeah, it's like he's not even trying to be like another person. You know what I'm saying? Like running a scam in another name or something. He's using his own name out here saying that he's going to do these things for these people and hadn't done nothing but take their money.
Now, people bringing up, they said, yeah, look how he did Ebony from the Ricky Smiley show. What'd he do to Ebony Steele?
Oh, I didn't know he did something to her.
Yeah, they said he did something to Ebony, so he has a reputation of getting with these type of women on the radio.
Wow.
What he got? He just liked their voice or something? He get off on a voice? What is it?
Must do. Interesting. I don't know. But then when you think about it, Steve is, I don't know. I'm not a Steve Harvey fan. I think that he is an opportunist. I think that he also preys on women in a different way. So I can see them being friends, but we'll just have to see how it's going to play out.
All right. Well, I sure appreciate you calling here and adding more to this story because we sure want to know.
I know. Ain't we nosy? I want to know.
Well, you know what? I mean, you can look at it as being nosy, or we can have a different perspective. You know, these are black people, our people, our responsibility. We need to know what is going on with our black people that are in the face of the media. We are supporters of this lady and her. We supporting her money. She's supporting this marriage. Something up. You know what I mean? So, you know, Cheryl, a lot of you guys, y'all love her. Y'all see her as family. You guys have introduced her into your bedrooms, into your family room, into your dinner room. So, of course, you have concerns and you want to know what is really going on. Some of y'all want to know, is she okay? Is she mentally okay? Is somebody forcing her to write the letter? You know, you guys have concern. I mean, I would think that she would want y'all to be concerned. You know, if she was locked up in injustice, she would want your ass to go out here and protest for her, now wouldn't she? So,
that's right. But then when it's something else, then they want you to mind your business.
Well, we ain't gonna do that. They know that.
Sure not.
Can't stop,
Thank
won't
you for
stop.
having me.
Can't stop, won't stop. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for calling in. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right, so the phone lines are open. Feel free to call in. We are talking about the Steve Harvey case. Steve Harvey, homeboy, that he hooked up with Shirley Strawberry, is caught being with animals and being a pedo, and also caught being a scammer. Okay, so we're looking at Chronicle Speak. She's a huge YouTuber on the platform. You guys got to support her. And she covers the story, so I wanted to do a reaction from it. So let's continue.
Their life goals, their social media following. Police said Williams and King acted the part and people paid good money for their services. However, investigators say they never provided any services and it was all a scam.
Ain't that sad? They pay good money for services that this man have never provided. He is a horrible individual. He have hurt so many people. Not only has he hurt kids, he hurt animals, he hurt his wife, he hurt his girlfriends, and he hurt many of black people. He hurt many black people. And you telling me that's not our business? It is our business if he's going around scamming our own black people. We need to get him off the streets. And you know he was scamming black people. Come on now. Come on.
We know about more than a dozen victims and over $1 million in monetary and property loss. Oswald detectives first began looking into Williams and King in June regarding a case of rental fraud at a property on the 900 block of Pine Grove Road. Once detectives started looking into their financial transactions, it led them to the extensive business scheme. Williams and King both have multiple charges of fraud, forgery, and theft against them. Police say Ernest Williams also goes by Ernesto Erica King also goes by Erica Hughley and Erica Hughley Rothschild. So honestly, that was a lot to unpack, but let's get into this property and the unpaid rent that led the police to even investigate Ernest in the first place. This spectacular 5-bedroom, 6.5 bathroom, 80.
Okay, she's saying that house, ain't she? She said this is how it all started. They are paying rent here. And I said, rent? Girl, make it make sense. Okay, I'm sorry. This is Shirley Strawberry. I would think, don't she make enough money to be a homeowner? Like I said, why she went? Why isn't she a homeowner? But they said it was rent. It was not mortgage, and they pay $8,000 to rent. Okay, $8,000 a month for rent. And they missed payments. Okay, they missed a lot of payments, and that's how, stuff start to unravel.
Square foot Roswell, Georgia home was housed by Shirley Strawberry and Mr. Ernest Williams. The couple paid over $8,000 a month to rent this beautiful home, and rent was currently due for the month of April, May, June, July, and August, totaling over $39,000. Now, the company filed a dispossessory affidavit against not.
Okay, so people are saying the reason why people rent and they can't own if they got a whole bunch of money is because they got bad credit. Is that what it is? Because they got bad credit? Yeah, $8,000 a month, child. Girl, it's something up. They said she's selling her home in California now.
Couple, but against the couple's companies. That's when the notice of possible rental fraud came into place, and the police decided to research to find out exactly what's going on. And that's when they found the whole scheme.
I've been loving Vegamore for the last.
There we go with them commercials, y'all. So call in, please call in. Let us know what you guys think about this. We are taking a break from the Chronicle Speaks YouTube channel. We are doing a reaction from it. I'm going to look in our comments, callers. We don't have any phone calls right now, but I know you guys are going to call in and weigh in on this. We're looking for your phone calls. So I'm going to read the comments really quickly. And this is what you guys saying in the comments. You guys are saying too much house, not enough money. They are getting money, but they were living above their means, like a lot of people who want to keep up appearances. She might as well live in a hotel. The original tender, okay, going broke, trying to stunt. All right. This is why I stand by going from the okay, so let's continue to play.
Or Mr. Ernest said I don't know why, but I feel this in my spirit that Shirley kind of knew this was about to go down. And the only reason why I say that is because she owned a home in Inglewood, California. And in February of 2022, she had Ernest's name taken off of the home by doing a non-arm's length transaction. And what that basically means is that both the seller.
So you heard that? They said she knew this was going to go down in February. She knew this was going to go down in February. That's why she started to try to get his name off her property in California. And they said she sold her property in California. So she already know the plan, y'all. She know what's coming out. And that's why she getting her letter. So all of y'all talking about, oh, she didn't know. She didn't know. She does know. And she didn't act surprised. So I know she knew. She know.
And the owner know each other, and they can do a quit claim deed to pretty much get his name taken off of the property, and that's what they did. She had the home deeded back to her name only, and 3 months later she sold it. However, Mr. Williams, starting off with theft by deception, telling someone that you would help their finances, boost their credit, their social media, everything that both he and Erica were telling people that they could do but never did. Then we have 5 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony. 2 of those charges were later dismissed, and the bond went from $75,000 to $15,000. Then we have theft by taking, operating a credit repair service, and theft by deception. So we do actually have a copy of this indictment, and in this indictment, they are accusing Ernest of theft by taking, saying that between the 24th of July 2020 through the 16th day of September 2020, he did unlawfully take the United States currency discrepancy of a value of at least $5,000 but less than $25,000 the property of Calvin Cawthon, with the intention of depriving said owner of said property.
Now that's a lot of talking. I need y'all to call in. Can y'all please call in and tell us some more about the situation? Please call in, you guys. I'm urging you guys. I know some of y'all have been hearing about this. Call in right now. This is the phone number. We need you guys to please call in and tell us how you feel about this situation. KC, if you out there, please call up. KC ain't calling y'all. All right, so let's continue on.
And they are connecting this with count number 2. And in count number 2, they're saying that he operated a credit repair service. And in that service, he did let Mr. Calvin know that he would improve his credit history. And he charged him to do so. Then Ernest is facing the charge of theft of services and deposited account fraud bad check. So he ends up going to a Chrysler Dodge dealership, getting a car fixed, and he wrote a check for less than $5,000 but more than $1,500, and the check did not go through. So they are saying that he deceived the company. He got arrested for that too. And last but not least, there were 5 different counts totaling $800.
All right, so this is when they're talking about the minors. I told you got like several different pictures of minors.
$1,000, $200,000 for each count of a child depicting themselves in ways that a child should not be depicted, and him being in possession of these depictions. So the thing is, these charges came.
And she know that. Cheryl know all this. Call in. Why y'all not calling in? Something wrong with the community. Y'all should be having these phone lines up in the smoke, giving y'all opinion. You know? Why y'all not calling in about this?
Actually 4 months after all of his other charges came about. So I'm thinking that the government is going through information, going through pictures, going through documents, and they ended up finding this. Now with his crimes, there are 11 different victims they are stating that he needs to stay away from. Shirley Strawberry's daughter is one of them, and her daughter's children. He is
Oh girl. He's been messing with her daughter and her daughter's children, her own grandkids. He's been messing with, and Cheryl is still out here defending him. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? He's messing with your grandkids, and she's out here defending him, writing strawberry letters to the judge, trying to get him off. I'm going to look in the comment section. They said his actions are not her actions. She has no charges, correct? Nah, CC29. She's condoning this. She's condoning this. She's not shaming it. He's messing with his own, her own grandkids, and she just being a bystander trying to get this man free. How? No. Talking about something. He ain't never messed with her. She's not scared of him. Come on home. And maybe he's around here putting paws on people too. Yeah, maybe he's putting paws on women. Sounds about right. That sounds like he has a restraining order from her children and grandchildren. Why the 704?
Hey, sweets. How you doing today, Gigi?
Hey, baby. How's it going? Talk to me about this. Ain't this sad?
It is sad, but I love you. I had to come on up here with you and talk to you. I'm the wireless woman calling from Charlotte.
Come on, Charlotte.
Listen.
I thank you. I love you too. Now talk to me about this.
I think that honestly, I work with what we call affluent people, right? And I always tell people the biggest issue I have when I'm dealing with emerging affluent people is I have to talk to black women about their love lives. If I'm talking to white men, Indian people, any of that, we talk about money. But whenever black women come in, we have to talk about their love lives. And so I actually think Sherry is making some smart moves here. And it may not look like it to anybody else, but taking all of that property and selling it off and them renting those houses, that's actually a good way that if she ends up in a divorce proceeding, she ain't going to have to split up a whole bunch of assets and pay out a bunch of money.
Well, right. That's good for that. But we're not talking about that. We're talking the fact that she's out here writing strawberry letters trying to get this man off when you know he's a pedo. You know he sleep with animals. You know he tried to touch your grandkids. You know he did horrible things to your daughter. That's why he cannot be around them. And you're still trying to call the judge and saying, hey, I'm not afraid of this man. Come on home. Come on home.
Exactly.
And the fact that she's been down with this man for over a decade and she knew some shady shit was going on and she just stood by and did nothing.
Absolutely. And there's definitely no way that she can have any footing. I think that's why I said I think she's trying to maneuver all this around to make, because honestly, a lot of these damages, they're going to go after her. She's the one with the funds. There's criminal charges, then there's civil charges, and she's going to be the one with all the money and all the funds. So this right here is, you know, it's what we talk about. We asked the same question with Derrick Jackson and Danae. Did she know? And they be knowing. These women know.
Yeah, they know. They know. They know. They know. They know, child.
Yeah, they be a part of financing that stuff, because that's the whole point of why these men marry them. But you know, people said that back in the beginning when Steve was, you know, in the middle of hooking them up and stuff like that. Not only do the women know, other men know. Other men know. You know, they know what their friends and homeboys and people that they're hanging out with are up to. So I just really feel like at this point, you know, when they always telling black women they need to choose better, you know, if we know, we can't keep getting behind men that are, like you said, when it comes to protecting the vulnerable population, you know, that's got to be a woman's first priority, is taking care of children.
Well, not Shirley Strawberry. But I appreciate you for calling. I'm going to let you go at this time. All right, so the phone lines are open. Feel free to call in. And we want to know, what part is Steve Harvey playing in this? We want to know. So I want to go here and let's
also being told to stay away from animals. So let's get into this strawberry letter written by Miss Shirley Strawberry herself. This is her affidavit. My name is Shirley Strawberry. I am over 21 years of age and I reside in Fulton County, Georgia. The facts in this declaration are based upon my own personal knowledge. I am the wife of defendant. My husband is listed defendant in case number before the Fulton County Superior Court. I have been told in one or more cases pending before the court, I have been identified as either a victim of his or witness to a purported criminal act of his, to which I respond that I am neither. It is my intention that the court know once and for all that I am not afraid of my husband, that I wish for him to be released with no conditions as regards me, that I wish for him to be able to reside with me or wherever he elects to reside, and that his release be effectuated immediately.
Y'all heard that. Call in and let us know. And I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to put Chronicles Speak in the description so you guys can, you know, show the girls some love. So what do y'all think about that? You see it right here. She wrote a letter to the judge, and she said, my husband. Did you catch that? My husband. Ain't that some stuff right there? Oh my goodness. My husband. And she want the people to let him go. So something up with Cheryl. She don't got them all. And you know, I would love somebody to do an interview of Cheryl's daughter and grandkids. I want to hear their side. I want to hear what they got to say. I really do. I want to hear what they got to say about this mess. So I'm looking in the comment section, and they said, shame, shame, shame. She's going against her daughter and grands. He is her husband. All right, let's play.
It is further any declaration that I have never made known to anyone at any time prior or since his arrest, any desire contrary to that which is contained in this affidavit. And if any contrary understanding has been previously conveyed to this court or any other, they have been deceived. I have not been threatened, coerced, nor harassed in any way by any person to cause me to issue this declaration. So say I, Shirley Strawberry. Now, according to the assistant district attorney, there's like 15 more charges coming through. And at that time, I'm not sure if Miss Shirley Strawberry will be still standing by her man.
All right, so they're saying it's 15 more different accounts that is coming through. Now, I want to go down here to see what her audience is saying, and this is what people are saying about it. They says, how bad does one have to be for a judge to have to order that you stay away from animals, okay? And I want to see what their response to that. Judge says no animals of any kind, not even a fly, I guess. I think pretty damn bad. Cheryl Strawberry need to stop it and write her Strawberry letter. I just can't imagine what he did in order to have to be away from animals. I'm scared to find out. I told y'all he was with them damn horses now. Okay, so it says, okay, we got a caller. Calling. Is this the same call? Calling from 704. You're live on the air, 704.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. I've just been listening to the show, and so I don't know him personally, but I know a few people that he allegedly, mishandled.
Tell
a few
us,
ladies,
tell it.
ironically. So
Tell it.
Oh, Gigi. Okay, so Gigi, I will say this. The women that he has used, they were in Atlanta at the time, and they are afraid of him. They are terrified of him.
Why
so
are they
when
afraid
this
of
came out,
him? Why? Do he hit on
so
women?
I don't know, Gigi. I don't believe he is physical. I don't believe it's, hitting women. I don't believe it's that. No, I'll say that much. But they're afraid to speak on them. So they said they'll just let the ancestors deal with them. But I can personally testify that since 2013, I've heard about this man, that he's trash. One of the victims attempted to reach out to Miss Strawberry before they got married to tell her story, and she was ignored. So I just know that I don't believe Steve knows. I don't believe that. I believe, if anything, he may have tried to help Shirley look good and, maybe try to make her look less desperate, by playing the whole situation, having him call in on the radio show. But I do not believe that he knew that. But I can say that she's wrong, in my opinion, for standing beside him, because I believe she knows.
Yeah, you just said that that she was warned before they got in a relationship, right?
Yeah, and he used her. He never paid her. She did a lot of work for him. She was his right hand for a very long, for about 2 years, and he used her. Picked her up from her everyday life, took her, hey, we about to do this, made her all these false promises, and he didn't keep his word. And I know because he had a bus at one point in time when he was traveling. The 24-hour
I think
barbershop
he's in the chat.
was on the bus.
I think he's in the chat. Cause
all I know is this. Karma is real, and we are in the season of karma. I'm not anybody's judge, but, whoever you believe in sees everything. So I stand on that.
Mm-hmm. So why are they scared of him? You said it's a lot of women in Atlanta that are scared of him. Tell me, why are they scared of Ernest?
I can't speak on that. I think would possibly be because they know he's powerful and connected. That's what I would say. But as far as hitting women, I haven't heard anything like that, because I'm a domestic violence survivor, so I would definitely say that if that was the case. But I don't think it's that. I think he's dangerous, and they just may be afraid of his connections.
Mm.
And I'll say this.
What connections does he have? How about that?
Call,
tell me something. What connections?
So I don't know.
You don't know
the connections he has, but if you look on that video call, on the Zoom call, his face was covered. And really the only time you see stuff like that is, like the cartel or let's say like the cartel or like big money situations when a person's face is covered up. It could have been out of embarrassment, but I just thought that was really strange that his face covered up. So I don't know. I just know that he has to be connected. The reason nobody's going to speak on it that was actually affected by it, not publicly.
Mm-hmm. I wish you can give me more.
So if he's in the chat, I pray well for him. You know, if she's in the chat, I pray that, you know, ma'am, it's not right. You know, it's too many people out here that are really affected by situations to uphold him. There's more men in this world, so I'll say that too. But that's all I wanted to say, Gigi. I just had to chat it up with you because I've been quiet. And I actually sent this to a blogger last year, and they nobody said anything about it, like right when he first got arrested. So
Well, can
I'm
you
like, why is
find
this been so
out
quiet?
his connections and why people scared? Because I'm asking you questions, but it's like you can't give me nothing.
Well, the police, on the call even, they said that he was a dangerous man. So I don't know who he knows. I just know.
You don't know what makes him
I
dangerous.
can even send you the message. I don't know what makes him dangerous, but I can even send you the message where she said, I'm just going to let the ancestors deal with this. And sitting in her face in conversations, you know, it's more, well, no, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to pray about it, where I'm completely different. If you mishandled me or took money from me, I'm going to actively do something. But she was afraid.
So what else?
And it's Atlanta. You know, Atlanta, they know everybody. Everybody knows everybody in Atlanta. So I honestly don't know that much. But I do know that there are at least 3 women in Atlanta that are hurt, that have been hurt by him before October when he initially got arrested. So I can't say the charges that he has now. I can't speak on those, but he's done some people wrong.
Well, anything else that you want to say?
No.
All right.
Nope, that's it. Just hey, everybody in the chat.
Okay.
Love you, Gigi.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
All right, well, we had a caller, and they're saying that a lot of women in Atlanta, they are afraid of him. And I'm asking, why are they afraid of him? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They say he don't hit. Maybe, I don't know. They say he's well connected. Maybe they're afraid that they're going to scam. I don't know. Okay, let's go on to our next caller. Calling from 678. You're live from the air. 678.
Hello. I'd like to give a comment. You know, sometimes people don't want to believe you, but you got wisdom and you're smart. Steve Harvey, I look at who he married, how dirty his background is, and what we say in the old days, beware of a lion in sheep's clothing. I don't trust Steve in this whole situation. You called it out a long time ago. So I'm not surprised at it.
That's all you got. Tell me more now. Keep talking. I'm trying to do something.
The reason
in the
I
chat.
say that, here's the whole deal. Steve got out here and made this big deal about, yes, this is how you catch a woman, da-da-da-da-da. But you a divorced man with how many divorces behind you? You can't be telling us nothing at all. And you introduced this man to her. What is Margie? Margie is what? A straight-up hustler. So from one hustler to another hustler, you knew a hustler. And that's what you introduced this woman to. Steve Harvey need to take a seat, sit back, because we all see him. And everybody talking about, oh, no, you wrong, girl. If I don't hear it off of this channel, if I don't hear it off of that channel, one thing you bring to the channel is your intelligence, your wisdom, and to be able to see through the looking glass that this is what you need deep in shit. Excuse me, but that's exactly what you see, and you call it out. You don't need nobody else to tell you, girl, you be on point. It's other folks that need to catch up. And I'm glad you bringing this out, because girl, you be on point every time, every subject you discuss.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And why do you think that Cheryl is taking up for him, writing letters?
Because you know why? She's an insecure black woman. You up under Steve. You think you gotta have a man, and she's too old. Look at her. This is not no 20-year-old. This is not no 30-year-old. This is 2023. You don't do no background checks? Please, girl. I can't have no excuse for her. You love him. You want to do this, stand by my man. Who telling you to stand by your man? Couldn't be your girlfriend. Couldn't be anybody with common sense except for Steve. What's in it for Steve? You made major moves and got houses taken out your name. You knew this was coming. Let's call a spade a spade. You hanging with this man because what? You don't want no charges brought against you because you can't testify against your husband. Hello?
Oh,
Anybody
she
awake
can't
out there?
testify? What? Because she's married?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why do you think, what's going on with this animal? People talking about, you know, he can't be around animal. He can't even go into like the animal shop or a zoo.
You called it out, ma'am. Bestiality, and she knows it. Look at the pictures that you got up right now. He's looking at the camera, and she's looking at him so lovingly, like, oh, somebody, my knight in shining armor, even though he's got all these bad things, I got a man. Girl, you're not young. I'm going to say it again. She's not young, and we're not going to play this game that you didn't know. You are a black woman. You're going to find out everything he's doing, and what they say, even if you want to be dumb, stupid, and blind, everything comes to the light. So I'm not feeling sorry for Shirley. I'm not feeling sorry for her. You knew what your husband was doing. That's not your boyfriend. That's your husband. If you didn't know what your husband was doing, why you sell that house in California? Huh? And he signed a quit claim deed. Sounded to me like two people in cahoots together with each other. But we're going to put on this united front. We're going to let the world think, yeah, he's innocent, but behind the doors, please. You can't make no major moves like that. And this is what? This is the age of the internet. Everything you do, there's a record. Like I said, she wants to stay with this man because she does not want to lose her career. She doesn't want her finances to be involved. So she's going to stay married to this man. So they cannot make her testify. They got his computers. They got his phones. Where were the computers at? In their marital home.
You're right. And where is the mods at? Okay, I'm gonna have to start deleting all the mods because they ain't modding, and I'm gonna need some new mods. Who want to be a new mod? You can. I don't know if Shirley Strawberry is coming for me, or if her husband Ernest, because we ain't never had no issue like this. This person won't stop.
Let me tell you what it is. It's this. You are speaking the truth, which is already out there. So I'm going to put it out there for everybody. Why you coming for my girl? Why you coming for her channel? Why are you coming for her? This is all documented. Nothing she's saying is alleged. You sat right there in court. The prosecutor read out the charges, and us as black folks have the right to call you on the carpet and don't feed us BS and tell us it's candy. So get your foot up off my girl's neck. That's right. That's why I called in, because I watch you all the time, and I know.
Thank you. And they got me so distracted. I would love to engage with you, but I can't because I'm like, what is going on? I'm looking left and right. I keep blocking this person and blocking this person. They keep on coming up. I'm like, where the mods at? You know, I'm tired of playing Twitter fingers with my fingers now. My fingers at war. I'm tired.
Yeah. No, let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you how they so negative trying to get you. I'm watching you on TV. I'm wondering why I'm having delays. So I'll pick up my phone. So let me jump on the internet. I see the comments. I'm like, oh, no. We're not going to do this today. That's really why I called in. I'm like, who is doing this? No. You're not going to put your foot on my girl's neck or back today.
With all this stuff.
Nothing but speaking back. You can take them little Twitter fingers that you got and go on somewhere.
Now, what do you think the daughter feels about this? Because the daughter has not came out and said, wrote a letter to trying to say, I'm afraid of this man or I'm not afraid of him. But according to the court order, he cannot be around her daughter or the grandkids.
The daughter is not saying anything because I do not blame her. She is supposed to be the mother. She's the line is protecting her cub, even though that's her mother. What we say, blood is thicker than water, but which one would you drink? She gonna protect her children because if she didn't, my foot would be on her neck as a mother. Hold on, wait a minute, baby girl. That may be your mama, but your children are involved. That's why she hasn't said anything. She's supposed to protect her children. This is where you draw a line in the sand. Mama, that's your husband, even if that was my daddy. He's done something, and I have been notified by the court. That lady's not going to, what? I love you, Mama, but I'm not ready to come between the court order saying he can't be around children. I don't need to see nothing. My children come first. And mama, if you can't understand that, then I guess what? Oh well. You're gonna have to pray on it, and I'm gonna have to pray for you.
Mm-hmm. And you know what?
No, she's not supposed to.
Go ahead.
No, she's not supposed to say nothing to her mama. Because if she says anything, anybody with common sense says, well, you don't care about your children. Well, you're not looking at the facts. No, that woman has to look at the facts, and we have to realize there is a court order. If she lets this man or she lets those kids go to her mama's house, you know how fast DHS will be at her door? DHS will be at her door for what? Neglect and placing your children in a bad situation, and there's a court order that's been on national TV. She can't get around it. That girl got to keep her children protected, and I don't blame her.
It's just sad.
It's not sad. Well, nobody is better than any of us.
Do you think Steve Harvey gonna come out and disown him? And do you think Steve Harvey gonna speak on this? I mean, this is gossip. So has he spoken on this? What have he said? Do you know?
No, Steve Harvey is not gonna say nothing because of his money. Remember what Steve Harvey told Monique? Remember when he got Monique on that show and he just damned her out? No, but it's about the money game first. It's about the money game. I never will forget him saying that to Monique. So it's about the money game. He's not going to come out and say anything for or against this man, because when the bottom line is, Steve said he's about that inheritance for Marjorie and the children that he adopted that don't belong to him. Steve's hands ain't clean, no kind of way, and this is not gossip. When we talk about gossip, that means you heard something from somebody else. When there are court documents, yes, it is alleged, but we're talking about something that is in black and white, and you have went before the judge. You have a criminal charge against you. Is it gossip when the newspapers run? We got them little newspapers out to tell you who in your little county got arrested. It doesn't mean you're guilty. Them little newspapers you get in these little bodega stores talking about the weekly arrest in your neighborhood. So that's not gossip. That is not gossip. That's straight and facts of what you went before the court. So how they got their foot on your neck, or they want to say something, whoever this little person is that keeps interrupting and wants to throw you this shade.
You know what? I submit. I'm not even worried about the person that's doing that, I submit, you win. I don't fight. I'm leaving it alone. And I'm going to stay connected to this damn gossip, okay? And hopefully his comments make the shit go up anyway, because it's more comments. That's how I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to lie, this motherfucker has stressed me out. I'm done. I'm done with that.
No.
Okay, so I wonder what is going to come next.
It's like you said, who is this guy? Who is he connected to? Because when he said going to Dubai, how intelligent is he? He's a scammer. Everybody knows when you sit in jail, you don't say stuff on no jailhouse phone. It's recorded. He's dumber than a box of rocks. And Shirley couldn't see that. So what can Steve say? This man is on a recording. The lady stood up and said it. He's trying to get out of the country. He's trying to go here. He's trying to go there.
So that means he's guilty. He know he's wrong. He know he's wrong.
Charges.
So when he say he's going out of the country, that means he know he's wrong, right? And if he's talking to you as well, why else would you flee?
And let me show you how dumb he is. You go into a country where they have extradition. Dubai. What? Some people over there, that's a whole different place, whole different religion. They don't play that. That's not a country where you can't be extradited from. And then you told where you want to go. Huh? Now, if the government wanted to, they could have said nothing and let him out. And then at Hartsfield Jackson, if he trying to fly out. Huh? They could have played him all the way out. They could have played this man to the left real stupid. But they said, nah, this is too serious. Could have caught him leaving right to go to Dubai or anywhere. Then how would he be sitting there looking at them charges? Promise you that bail would have been too much for anybody to say, I got you.
I just can't believe she had a conversation about this, talking about let's get you out the country. I want to free you. And she's doing so much to free this man, even though he is a danger to her daughter. He is a danger to her grandkids. He's a danger to kids. He's a danger to animals. Like, what will cause a woman to go that far? And I don't believe it's love. So can you give me another answer? Do he got her brainwashed? Is she possessed? What is going on?
No. She is a woman who was desperate to be loved. She let another man guide her into this man. What is wrong with her? Where is her independence? Where is her
She didn't get enough love from her daughter, her grandkids.
Her self-worth of having to need the love of a man. Look at who her boss is. Look at how Margie's living. You know, Steve says, yeah, you a man, you're supposed to do this. That's right. But Steve, you in a whole different income bracket. And Margie is what? So and Shirley can't see this. This is the last person that I would take advice from, or you couldn't even bring a man to me. And if you did, that's what I'm saying. She's a weak woman. You didn't even investigate this man. You just let a stranger into your house. So now I look at you and say, how much do you love your daughter? It's a safety issue. This man could have been a mass killer. She wouldn't have known. You didn't do a background check because what they say, he has charges before this. These
What
are
was
not
his charges
misdemeanors.
before this? Can you tell me? Do you know the charges before this?
They said, they've already said it. I watched that whole thing where they had him in court. He has scammed the people before, wrote in bad checks. This is why these charges are they sticking to him, and that's why they getting him. Like they said, one thing led to another. You wrote a bad check for your rent, but he forgot. That paper trail never goes anywhere. You could have been in a state somewhere 5 years ago and wrote bad checks. You just skipped that state, they couldn't find you. But when they ran his name nationally, they found this in this state. I can read the handwriting on the wall. It may be in another city of Georgia or wherever he came from, but this is not your first incident of writing bad checks. The statute of limitations just went out on those other checks, but like they say, your actions in the past give us evidence to prove this is who you are and this is what you do. A credit repair thing. What qualifications? Shirley married this man. What degree does he have in business finance to be talking about credit report? It's a whole lot that this man has done, and I cannot have any sympathy for Shirley because you're desperate for a man. Steve Harvey is a lion in sheep's clothing. He led you down there, and you was dumb enough to go. What's wrong with you being by yourself? You're not by yourself. You're an independent woman. You got a child. You got grandchildren. You actually working like this. It's plenty of men out here who would, I got somebody for you. And she went just stupid. Oh, yeah, Steve. You wrote a book. You my boss. And
I
Steve
can
gonna
believe
tell her
it.
this.
So Steve
You know
put
what
this
Steve
all
gonna
in her
tell her?
head. But didn't Steve know
And
he
you know
was a
what Steve
scammer?
gonna
I
tell
would think Steve would vet whoever in his circle because he's a big celebrity.
Exactly, because you know what his excuse is going to be? And it's very simple. I thought you knew better, meaning it's not my responsibility to investigate this man. You could have ran a background check. Come on, my queen, how much does it cost to run a background check on the internet? How much does it cost for you? You don't even have to do that. This lady got a little change in her pocket. She mean tell me she couldn't call her financial advisor. She couldn't call an attorney. You weren't willing to drop $1,000 to go get you an attorney to run a background check? Have a private investigator watch him for 2 or 3 months? So, okay, Shirley, you just let anybody in your life. No, and Steve is going to tell her, like I said, when it all hits the fan, he can stand there and tell her, you a grown woman. You didn't do no better than that. What you want me to do? But you're not going to step on my money. You're not going to stop my money from doggone coming in. Didn't you hear what I said to Monique? It's all about the money game. And if you ask me, I think he set her up. I think he set her up. That's a homeboy. What did Steve tell us? Back in the day, I was doing this and I was doing it, and my friends was this. You helped a black man get on to get over on a black woman. That's what he did, if you ask me. I keep saying, think like a man and act like a woman. Well, guess what, dude? I'm thinking like a man and acting like a woman, so I'm calling you out. You set her up. You made a pimp move, and she fell for it.
But did she really fall for it, or is she just a part of the scam as well? Because after 10 years, you would think that she would know, okay, I know what's up. I'm still down. After all the stuff that came out, she was on the phone saying, okay, Steve Harvey got a house for you, and we're going to try to get you shipped over to Steve Harvey. And why didn't he even tell her to shut your mouth? Let's not have this conversation. It's like they're both, is something wrong with both of them.
It's called stupid. Don't get yourself so far up. This is what you always say. Don't get yourself so far up head in the cloud and let that money distort you when you forget one thing. Guess what? The law is the law, and you still black. You still black. And we got to remember that we still are what, like crabs in a boat. Somebody trying to bring you down. Somebody trying to hustle you. Steve Harvey, look at how he did his child. What man takes a child from his mother? What man goes and adopts another man's children? That is so doggone disrespectful to Jim Townsend. So the character of this man tells me who he is, and Shirley went along with it. She been knowing. But you think, you know how people are? You think you done got to high places and you can get away with it. Nobody gets away with nothing forever.
Okay, well, let's talk about this rent. Okay, sorry to cut you off, but he was doing, I guess, fraud checks, or the checks didn't have no money in it. Why did he just ask Steve for money if he was hard up on money? Why didn't he just say, Cheryl, baby, I don't have it. Can you give me some money? Like, what is going on? Do they just don't have money? Is that why they didn't pay for the rent? And that's why they were doing fraud?
Let me tell you something. I lived in Atlanta, and everybody says it. Atlanta is a city that everybody tries to fake it and make it and want to make it seem like they got these big fine houses. Did you hear how much the rent? Shirley and y'all, you sold your house in California, but you renting a home in Atlanta of $8,000 a month. It's only 2 people. That's for show. And when you're doing that for show, you're not T.I., you're not Candy, you don't have that kind of money. You're not Steve Harvey. Shirley and her husband, they tried to play the game of, yeah, my wife is this and we sitting on that. But let's be real. You are not these people, and this is not in your bank account. And when you live in fake.
Yeah, you talking good, and I love you talking. I'm sorry to cut you off. But another thing. Okay, why didn't they buy a home? Why did they have to rent?
Because they want to. You don't have the finances. That's what I'm telling you, girl. They don't have the finances to put that money down. And another thing, he's a what? He's got charges of what? What bank loan can they go to really with his name on it and apply for a loan? Remember, that's one thing that finance companies, when you got the home, you going into that kind of money, they don't want to see nothing on your background that you have passed fraudulent checks. Because like the finance corporation feels like if you do this to one corporation, you will do it to us. So no, we're not going to give you no house. The best thing you can do is what? Rent. It's plenty of places in Georgia that she didn't have to live in Atlanta. It's plenty of beautiful homes.
But why did he have to do so much? I mean, $8,000 for rent. I'm sure he could have got a nice home for $4,000, $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah.
It just seems like he has a greedy mentality. It just feels like his personality is very greedy. It feels like he believes that he is God, that he can do whatever. He can have 2 girlfriends and a wife. That is a greedy individual. For you to have all those pictures of the pedos, you're greedy. You want to touch on the daughter. You want to touch on the grandkids. You want all the animals. He's a greedy personality. he don't know when to stop.
Right. And let me tell you where I feel that I will not stand behind Shirley Strawberry is when they stood up in court and said, which wife? Whose wife? Oh, she wants to remain. Oh, well, he's been on the phone talking to several girlfriends. Stop right there. That's when y'all would have seen me put a letter into the court. I rescind that he can come home to me. No, boo, you're not going to play me to my face. That's why I say, yes, she knows. She has no self-worth, and you so deep into it, you got to stay with him because you don't want no charges brought against you. And with your dumb ignorance, you're going to follow him blindly and think. But what's she going to do if he turns on her? Has Shirley thought about that? And he literally sits there and says, oh, I didn't download these pictures. This wasn't me on the computer. It was her. But you stayed with him.
So you're saying the reason why she wrote the letter in hopes that she won't have to testify in court against him?
Yes. She's laying the groundwork that I'm standing behind my man. There is no divorce. There is no separation. She's laid that groundwork when she put that in there. We are still legally married. There's no separation. I'm bonded to him. And she didn't realize what she said. You bonded to this man, but if you
I don't know if I believe that 678 just because she was on the phone with him trying to get him to escape to Steve Harvey house out the country. I don't think she's playing it where, okay, I just don't want to testify against you, because she could have wrote the letter, but she didn't have to go down and have that conversation trying to have an escape route for him. She still could have been disgusted with him, but she showed no signs of disgust. She showed no signs of gagging or shocked. They said she knew this early this year. She knew it was coming down the pipelines.
Yes. But see, this is what happens when you make decisions and you really don't have the legal counsel and you don't go to somebody who's smart enough. You see what I'm saying? She didn't really protect herself.
Yeah, but I'm thinking Steve Harvey, she's been in this industry for a long time. She's a legend in this industry. How could you not be resourceful? She have the resources. She is a privileged woman. Yes. She's not like everybody else. You got the money, you got the resources. It's no excuse.
Yes. That's why we can't feel sorry for her. You know what's going on, so you're going to have to ride this out, baby girl. You're going to have to, that's what you're choosing. So you're going to ride it till the wheels fall off, and we're going to sit here and say, no, we give you no passes. No passes do we give you. You just said it. You have too many resources available to you. Whatever your issue is, these charges are serious, and we can't rock with you with it.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have no sympathy for you. None whatsoever.
You standing by a man that do kids wrong. How could you stand by him? How could you support?
What we say, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Ain't no money if he can't pay rent. What money?
Thank you. It's that false hope, that false dream, and she's showing us all these years you're not smarter than the average boo-boo. If you ask me, you act just like you some hood rat chick. It's somebody stick out of a hood rat chick. Not a woman of your age, not of your experience. I don't expect this out of you, so I have no sympathy for her. It's no excuse. We can't, no matter how we talk about it, we cannot wrap the fact around just like you see it. You're an educated woman. You're a privileged woman. And nothing she can say and do can make us understand or believe you didn't know. You showed your hand. Mm-hmm. You're not that smart. It's for the love of a man, whatever. You in it, but these charges are nothing to play with. They're nothing to play with. I would have told him, hey, you know what? Holler at me when everything comes out. You on your own right now. This is too deep for me. I'm not even going to put my foot in that water. That man would have been on his own. I don't know who going to bond you out, boo. And you did all that for this to come out on national TV in the court that he talked to other women on the phone. So, girl, you gonna let this man play you like this?
Did she pray
No.
about it? I wonder who is her pastor? Who is she going to counsel?
Where's the love for her being a mother? She don't need no pastor. She don't need to pray about it. You got a daughter and grandchildren. Where do the line
Yeah,
stop?
I was just
Where's your
hoping
ethics?
that her pastor wasn't going to tell her to stay by your man. Because, I don't know, depending on her religion and stuff, sometimes when you're going through this situation, the first person you talk to, of course, your lawyer, but also your pastor. If you have that type of relationship with your pastor, to get some counsel and to say, hey, I'm at a hard time. I don't know if I need to stand by my husband, even though he's did all this, or should I leave? I just be wondering, what do you think the pastor's saying? Do you think the pastor is saying stay or leave?
Well, you know what? Let's go to what you said right there. Here's what we don't know. Is her pastor a man or a woman? I'm from the old school that we put a lot on these pastors, but we forget some of these pastors have wives. That's why they are the wife of the pastor. This is something I wouldn't have took to a man. I would have took to the pastor's wife. Me and the wife would have sat down and had a talk. Because, yes, you're a man of God, but also is the woman that you married. So I need a woman's point of view. I don't need just the pastor. I need the pastor's wife. Me and her going to sit down and talk about this. Everything we don't take to the pastor. Some things I think that's what the pastor, and that's why a lot of women have a hard time in telling the other members of the church, hey, my husband has a lot on him. He's praying for the sick. He's praying for folks who's dying. And y'all bringing him y'all personal stuff that's between husband and wife, and some things bring to me, talk to me about it. This right here with children involved and animals, she should have went to the pastor's wife. There's mothers of the church. You could have went to the mother of the church and said, Mama, sit down and talk to me about this. But how about a woman? But like I'm going to go back and say it like I said in the beginning, you are a mother. Where do your loyalties lie as far as you being a woman and protecting your own and thinking about children? You either going to be a woman and ride or die for your child and your grandbabies, or you not. This right here is nasty. I see nastiness all over. Like I said, we can't forgive her. Pastor, no pastor, where your ethics as a mama? You lay down and had your daughter. Where's your ethics?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you say, one thing I will not tolerate as a woman, as a mother? I don't play about the babies. I don't play. I don't see her saying that.
She not saying it.
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
All right. Well,
She's not saying it.
I thank you, 678. We do have another caller. I appreciate you. It's always great talking to you. Please call me back. All right. We're going to let her go at this time. And people are saying, I'm confused. How did she not know? Well, who said she did not know? Did she ever come out and say, I did not? My husband was messing with animals. I did not know my husband was scamming. I did not know my husband was messing with my daughter. I did not know my husband was messing with my grandkids. She never said she did not know. She knew. She knew. She never came out here and said she did not know. Okay, so let's go on to our next caller. Ooh, look at this. Okay, can we just talk about it? I don't see the troll in the chat room no more. Now, at first, I was going to go back and forth and I try to delete. But then I say, I don't want to fight no more. I say, I give it up. I gave it up, y'all. I gave it up. I said, I'm not going to worry about it. And it's a choice whether I continue to worry about it and fight it. And I had a choice to give it up and just let it go. And that's what I did. And when I gave it up and let it go, it didn't bother me no more. Even though I saw it, but I chose not to allow it to bother me because I have power over the things that I decide to focus on. I have power over the things that I allow to bother me. You understand? And now I don't even see the man or whoever. They're not even here. Don't give you gotta not give shit energy. Okay? I'm telling you. Don't give that shit energy. Okay? I tried, but when I felt like, okay, this is really stressing me out. Okay, so calling from 111, you're live on the air, 111.
Hello, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
Fine. I'm sorry, girl. I was just fucking myself with my dildo.
Okay, can you know what? What the fuck is going on with y'all? Oh, God. Just after I got finished talking about the trolls, then I get a troll phone call. Why are they messing with me today? Okay, well, I'm glad y'all reported it. Okay, so people in the comment section said they did the work. They reported it. I'm so happy that you guys reported it and got them people off of here. Okay? You see? You see? Why they messing with us today? They trying to take up for their man. That's what it is. They trying to take up for their man, Ernest. Ernest, that's y'all man? That's who y'all taking up for? Because any other time, we don't have this bull crap. But since we talking about Ernest, y'all want to be up in the paint. Yes, that was a troll. Maybe that was him. You think that was him? All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to wait. Okay, we got a phone call. Okay, calling from 980. You're live on the air, 980.
Gigi.
You know what? Oh my God, why they keep messing with me? Why do they keep messing with me? I don't do nothing to y'all trolls. Can y'all please stop it? Ernesto, can you please leave me the hell alone? Ernesto, leave me alone, man. Shit. Go mess with your animals. Go fuck with them dogs. Go mess with. Okay, real humans only. No trolls. Real. They said I cannot. Real humans only. This is sad. We over here talking about something serious, trying to get to the bottom of something. And they over here want to play on somebody's time. All right, so I'm going to go back in the comments section over here at Chronicle Speak. Shout out to her and see what people are saying about it. And they said Ernest is prohibited from being around animals and anyone under the age of 18. Yet, SS wants him released. Okay, Cheryl wants him released. So does that mean that she has no interest in seeing her grandchildren or having them visit her home? I think that's a good question. What do you guys think? So this commenter saying that, listen, Cheryl, hear me out. If you want your husband released from jail, they cannot be around your kid or your grandkids. Are you willing really to risk not seeing your grandkids or your daughter for him? And it looks like she's saying, yeah. What do y'all think about that? What are y'all saying in these comments? Okay. What are y'all saying? Can we please get the likes up, like this video? It says people got to stop listening to Steve. Yeah, Felicia. Felicity, they said that a Steve tried to hook Cynthia with Mike Hill, and it didn't even last 5 minutes. That's what somebody just said. He's using her for the money. She's just ignorant. That could be it. You think he was scamming them pockets? I think that's what it is. Do you think that Ernest was scamming Shirley Strawberry pockets? Do you think he was up in her pocketbook? Do you think he was getting that money? Comment, let us know. Press 1 if you feel like Ernest was up in Strawberry's pocketbooks. Press 5 if he never asked her for money. I think he was up in them pocketbooks. I think he probably scammed her ass, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think he scammed her. I really do. All right. She was a great sponsor. Yes, she was. And let's give a big old thank you to Epiphany. Donated $5. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Steve hooked them up. Yes, Steve did. And if you guys want to talk about this, feel free to call in. Y'all see the number on the screen. Please call in, y'all. Okay, help me out. You see I'm struggling sometime. Come on, call in. All right. So let me see here. Let me see here. What else they're saying? They said this is terrible. Okay. Where am I? This is terrible. She comes out as an abusive marriage, and now this. Oh, okay. So they're saying that Cheryl, did you guys know she was in an abusive marriage? Did you guys know that she likes men, or she seems to have a reputation of men that abuse her? They said that Shirley Strawberry before this was in an abusive relationship. Did you guys know that? Press 4 if you knew that Shirley Strawberry was in an abusive relationship before this one. Press 10 if you didn't know that. Yes. So, you know, I don't know if she like bad boys or what is it? What is it with these type of men that Cheryl just attract? So people in the comment section says she knows her man. Hell yeah, she know. She should have seen the red flag. She saw it and she ignored it. How many times do black women have to be humiliated before they go? It seems like they won't stop, won't quit once you call in and talk about it. She's scared to be alone. Well, that shouldn't be a reason now. At this point, it's a choice. She likes it. It takes a victim to deal with this. All right, so let me keep reading here. Find out more information I'm finding out about this girl. What else are they saying? Okay. They said this dude has an extensive criminal history. All right, everybody keep on saying it. He has a criminal history. And do you guys do background checks? Do you guys, when you're dating out here, do you guys get their full name so you guys can look up everything they have done in the past? Or do you just expect them to tell you the truth? What else are they saying? They're saying a person that could stay with a man that is not allowed to be around her daughter and grandkids or something else. Whatever reason she has is unacceptable. Very sad matter. And that's what I told y'all. But y'all want to give her a pass. Y'all want to give her a pass because she sounds sweet and you never heard no crap from her. They said this is sickening to say the least. Can you guys see what they said? This is sickening to say the least. Shame on Steve. But the rabbit hole runs deep with him too. And Cheryl seems desperate to keep and stand by her career criminal husband at all costs. Truly the worst of for better or worse. Okay. What do y'all think about this? Well, the people are speaking out. I'm like Judge Lynn. Do your background checks and do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. But who says she was unequally yoked? Maybe she does crime too, you know? Maybe she does stuff too. This is absolutely heartbreaking to think she's dealing with this in public. I can listen to Cheryl most mornings here in New York. I had no idea she was going through this. Cheryl, please leave this old Dusty alone. All right, so I'm going to stop reading, you know, but I need you guys to call in. We need to know what you guys think about this because it's a sad day out here in the streets. He can't even be around the dog. Nope, he can't be around the dog. He cannot be around dog. Okay, call in. Let us know what you guys think about this. Okay, Steve. We are talking about Steve Harvey and Shirley Strawberry husband. Okay. So it says Strawberry's mother took care of her daughter and when she was a child because her job is on here. All right. Well, you know, I'm surprised that we don't have more callers. I thought you guys were more involved and more investigated in this piece. You know, before I close the lines, if you guys have something to say, I will really appreciate this. Okay. Calling from 706. You're live on the air. 706.
Yes.
Hey, okay, I just have to make sure you wasn't a troll. Talk to me. What's your thoughts
No,
about
I'm
this?
not. I think, honestly, that being with this man all this time, sometimes people always show you little things. And these little things can add up to big things. And I feel she was just ignoring it because she's always been so, well, allegedly been so intrigued with whatever Steve say in the morning on his show and laughing at all this weird stuff. She should have been reading between the lines what he was saying, because I can bet he knew this man and knew exactly how this man is. He didn't just go and find this man on the street and say, hey, I got somebody for you to meet. No, he knew this man, and a lot of guys will set women up with these no good people. I've seen it before, and I have seen women go back to these pedophile husbands and boyfriends that did stuff to their kids. And I can't understand how you can look at this person, how you can even hear his name. But I do believe that she had a feeling about this stuff. And Steve knew it. Steve knew it. And if she had needed money or something, here she got Tommy and all these people. So she, instead of reading these letters, giving people advice, she should have been thinking about what she was saying and doing, because Steve always mentioned marriage and stuff on the show. And he wasn't having a lot of luck with marriage and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, I think she saw some signs of this guy doing. I don't know why she feels she's so hung up on him, because me, I just, I don't even want to look at pedophiles.
Yeah, pedos. We like to call them pedos over here. We want to do a short.
And I guess she figures she can just go and visit her grandkids and then come on back home.
Mm-hmm.
But that is really, she's really in a sad situation.
Yeah.
Because there are too many pedophiles out there.
Pedos.
You see it on TV, you read it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just, everywhere you go, these guys be walking the street.
Mm-hmm.
And people be speaking to them and all that type of stuff. I be wanting to do something else completely. So I don't get Shirley Strawberry. I have listened to her a lot, and I be like, why is that woman sitting up laughing every time Steve say something? You know, that got on my nerves, and eventually I stopped watching it listening to it, because I didn't like the advice she was giving. I didn't like the advice she was giving, because you're a grown person.
You know,
you
and
have
you know what? We need to start to ask GIGI. We need to do a segment when y'all call in. Can you hear me?
And his wife.
Okay, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go. I don't think she can hear me. Calling from 702 KC.
GG, it was a lot to unpack. I had to catch up. This is not something you could just jump in.
I'm like, where KC
This is not something you can.
We almost 3 hours in, and he ain't even called in. Oh, my God. And I needed you on this because this is so deep. Shit.
You did great on your own. You had to catch up because, a lot of, basically, everything that could be said, you said it. I'm going to say, in my opinion, as far as Ernest, so sorry for being late, I would say I don't necessarily think that Shirley really knows everything. I think she knew that he was shady. I'm sure he was telling her, yeah, I got a past. And, he probably used religion and stuff as to the reason why he had a past, but didn't want to go too into it. But here's the way I look at it. I think Shirley knew he was shady because Shirley did steal him from Ebony when Ebony Steele started taking Ernest Williams to the beauty shop. He just started coming up there, seeing Ebony. After he used Ebony up to come up after he got out of prison, he saw Shirley was popping, and he basically monkey branched. So I know that Shirley knows the guy is shady because she basically stole him from Ebony, but I don't think she knows how shady. Because if she knew how shady he was with the messing with the teddy bears, messing with the animals, and the fact that he was in connection to $1 million business scheme, I don't think she would have touched him. I just, a lot of times when women get with men, and this is my opinion, they're so fixated and focused on getting married and him not cheating on them and him being quote unquote good, a lot of times women won't do the background check. They won't look into his past as far as, doing a criminal history thing, and they would just believe what the guy says. And if he says, oh, well, I'm a born again Christian, or I've turned my life around, a lot of women will believe him because women are just, good natured like that. Nothing wrong with it. So just looking at it, I think Ernest, from what I've seen on the dark web and on the regular, it seems that Ernest's pattern is he links up with a woman, a black woman, and they do their dirt and scamming people and doing all that stuff together. Because and now the other piece of that, outside of being a con man, because he's a con man multiple times, a simple Google search will show that. I think the other piece of him messing with teddy bears and animals, he would not be able to do that without a support system. And that's where I look at Shirley as being shady, because in their home, they're only going to have so many computers. Let's just say he has his own computer and Shirley has her own computer, and she works a lot because she's a very busy woman. I just find it hard to believe that Ernest could have the teddy bear stuff on the computer and the animal stuff and Shirley never see it because people snoop. But it's possible. It is possible. And I don't know. He would have to have some type of system in place where he's getting said photos and he's conducting said activities. People don't tend to do it by themselves, and if they do, they usually have some type of ring that they're involved in where they network together and do this sick stuff with other people. Just asking myself, do I believe that Shirley Strawberry knew about him dealing with teddy bears and animals? I think she knew he had a problem, which is why she's trying to write letters to the judge to get him out, despite everything she heard. I think she knew he had a problem, and she forgives him. I think she might be one of those people that's like, okay, you mess with teddy bears, just don't mess with my teddy bears, and I'm going to love you as you are. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh. It's hard to hear because people don't hear people talk about it that much, but I think it's you need to hear all sides and all perspectives so you can see a clear vision and you won't be so blindsided. So people are saying she knew about this in February. That's why she got his name out of the house in California, because she knew stuff was coming down the pipe. Now, they also said that she was trying to get him to move to Steve Harvey house out the country so he can be safe once he got bailed out of bond, and that was recorded. Then after all this, she's still writing letters, trying to get him out, knowing that she won't be able to see her own daughter, knowing that she won't be able to see her own kids because he cannot be around them people. I think she know. I think she know.
I think she knew about the financial piece, because here's what I believe. I believe that he was involved with scamming somebody, like he was connected with Erica King and some other people, other women. I think that she was talking about selling the house, and somebody who he scammed knew about him and his connection to Shirley. So he gave Shirley a heads up that he had been scamming people. And I agree with you. That's why she took his name off the deed. Typically, that's kind of what you want to do if you want to sell a house and you don't want it to be attached to anything as far as someone else's business dealings, because people who she was selling the house to would look her up and look up him if his name was on the deed. So that was something, that's probably, something that she did that was smart. I don't think that she knew how deep it went, though, because I doubt that she would, I doubt that she would, she would not be more involved in covering things up. Like, I understand that she offered the house across seas, but if she really knew what he was into, she would have already told him about the house just in case if he would get caught. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it that she's trying to get him out of the country to prevent him from going to trial, because once you go to trial, more evidence will come out and it'll be a part of the court of law. And then we, the community, will be able to see that and expose her. So as of right now, all this stuff is being put on him. But if he goes to trial, she'll be exposed too. And I think she's trying to prevent her exposure.
Well, I think she knew. I know you think she don't, but I think she knew. And you said, well, if she knew, she would have told Brother Man, hey, we got this house in Dubai. If you ever get caught, take your ass there. Well, hell, he's been doing it all his life and never got caught since. So she thinking, well, hell, keep doing what you're doing and keep it on the down low. His ass not going to get caught. The reason why she's telling him this, because this is out of state of emergency. And clearly Steve okay with the shit, because Steve offering his house. How she feels so comfortable say Steve got the house ready for you if she ain't talked to damn Steve. And you know, they say these big people in Hollywood and these famous people, they always into the damn pedo rings. So maybe he was into a pedo ring. Hell, maybe Steve Harvey was into that pedo ring too. Hell, maybe Strawberry Cheryl, maybe she was in that petty ring too. Let's not act like grown women not into pedos too now. And what makes you so sure? Because you sound so damn sure about this Shirley Strawberry. Like, what makes you so sure she ain't know?
Because she would have already been planning for this. Like, because it's all right, it's an emergency situation, but if she knew about everything, she'd be like, okay, if you get caught, I don't want to be included in it. Here's what you can do to avoid charges, and then offer Steve's house. She wouldn't have offered the house on the jail phone, you know what I'm saying, like after he's already been apprehended. She would have already been planning for it.
He was going to get caught. I mean, do you honestly think that people that are married to pedos are saying, okay, let's have a game plan just in case you get caught? Let's think of all the other pedos. You know, what's her name?
Sometimes they do.
R. Kelly wife.
Right.
Did she have a plan? Okay, R. Kelly, if you get caught, this is what we're going to do. Most likely, they don't be planning for that because they plan not to get caught.
That is true. I mean, they married 2015, and so that was like that was 8 years ago. So I'm willing to believe that he told her, he told her that he was into that kind of stuff. She was like, in my opinion, she more than likely was like, okay, I don't want to know about it. Just don't touch my teddy bears.
Now, what makes you feel like she said that?
Well, I believe that she would say that because, number one, I think she does care about her children just from seeing her in videos and online. I think she does care about her children. I don't think she would just really put her children in danger being around him, knowing that he's. I don't think so. I think she put a reputation before the man and put the reputation and put her kids before reputation. But I don't think that she would knowingly that this dude is a whole predator have him around her teddy bears. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see that.
So
but let's just walk down that road.
And you don't know he's a predator. You don't have no hints.
It's possible.
And he's not a secretive man. He's a very messy man. Everybody around the city know of this man, and they are scared of this man for whatever reason.
Well, they're probably scared of him because he'd be scamming. So this is the first time he's been arrested for messing with teddy bears. It's different if he had a history of it. He has a history of being a con man and a scammer, but not messing with teddy bears. This teddy bear thing is new as far as coming public. And I'm willing to believe that it's possible he did have a network or people that he was involved with that got him the animals and the teddy bear paraphernalia and actual teddy bears to mess with. But just thinking that Shirley knew about it.
Hold on. Cheryl, in a bed, did he say bark like a damn dog? I mean, you didn't see, I don't know. You didn't see nothing? And I wonder, what was it like? Shit, I got so many questions, Cheryl, call in. But go ahead, KC.
Oh, Shirley's out there? Hopefully Shirley do call in. I hope Shirley do call in. We all got questions. Because I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt that she wouldn't have a monster around her children, but I could be wrong. I'm willing to eat crow if I'm wrong.
You are wrong, KC, because she just want her husband to come home and he's a monster, knowing that her kids cannot be around him.
Well, if he comes home, she's going to get him out the country.
Okay, that's a maybe. But she don't know that for sure. And he cannot.
She don't know it for sure.
And let's talk about this, KC. If you get him and you get him out the country, you are committing a crime, ma'am, and you are putting yourself at risk of going in prison, and you're forgetting your kids and your grandkids. What about your kids? Now, we just having this debate based on how she really cares about her kids. How could you really care when you're trying to get a man to escape a different country and you're putting your life in jeopardy? And putting your life in jeopardy going to prison is putting your kids and your grandkids in jeopardy.
Well, if he's outside the country, then he wouldn't be around her teddy bears anymore.
But it's still illegal what she's doing, correct?
It would be illegal if she gets caught.
Okay, but it's a risk
already,
that she's taking.
It's already been recorded.
She's willing to risk that risk and not to see and not to be there for her daughter and granddaughter. She's willing to risk the risk. And if she's willing to risk that risk, she's willing to risk the risk of having that monster around her grandbabies and her daughter. And that's why he cannot be around the kids anymore. I've never heard her say, well, you know what, Ernest, you cannot be around my daughter or my kids. No. The government had to say that. The judge, the lawyers had to protect her own kids away from her own pedo husband because she couldn't do it.
So you think that it's reasonable to believe that he may have touched her teddy bear?
Yes, all up in them snacks. Yes.
Snacks, wow. Well, but from my experience of dealing with predators, they need a support system, and sometimes it is the wife or the girlfriend, and it is reasonable that he could be messing with her teddy bears. If he's convicted, the maximum potential sentence could be life in prison plus 40 years. So it'll be one less monster on the street if he gets caught.
Now we need to
the fact that Shirley was
get Shirley off the streets too.
Right, because her offering a home outside the U.S. or talking about him fleeing, if he surrenders his passport, he'd be able to get away by boat. Most of the time, that's what they do is they'll jump on one of those banana boats and they'll go off somewhere and they'll go from boat to boat to boat. They won't go by plane because they don't have the passport. And also, you can go into Mexico without a passport. You just can't come back to the U.S. So he more than likely would go to Mexico or go to Canada illegally and then, leave out like that. There's also fake IDs you can get and whatnot. But, yeah, this is very sad. It's very sad, and I'm willing to accept that Shirley helped him be a monster because, like you said, Gigi, she loves him more than she loves her own flesh and blood.
And can we talk about this, KC? Because I know you want to,
okay.
Oh, my God, she could never do it. I don't see it. Okay, when you talk to a lot of these victims, and you say, who touched you? First thing they say, my mama boyfriend, my mama husband, my uncle Bernie, my older brother, the man down the street. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. Did your mom know? Yes, she knew. She blamed me for it. She was in denial.
It's not really.
You hear it happens often. These same excuses.
Right.
So now when it comes to a celebrity that you guys think y'all know, because y'all don't know shit about Cheryl, all she does is do a performance on the radio. She put that voice on, and she put on a performance, but you don't know this woman. And they say before this, she was in an abusive relationship.
The way I would look at that is, first thing, from what I heard at the trial, or with the court stuff you played, and what's online, it's unknown how police, like it's unknown what started everything, but the police did find images on his hard drive. And the images, and I think it was video as well, they were so heinous that that's the reason why he can't be around teddy bears and animals. So I didn't hear any accusations, but you're right. It is possible he could have touched her teddy bears. When starting an investigation, you got to let the victim just kind of like talk, and you can't lead them. And you can ask questions about what they just said for clarification, but you can't lead them. If Cheryl's, or is it Cheryl or Shirley? Yeah, Shirley. If Shirley's teddy bears were to say this guy took them through the grooming process, and that while they're bathing or showering, he would come in there and he would brush his teeth, and then like another day he would come in there, use the bathroom, and get closer and closer to the shower, and then would offer them gifts if they did things that he wanted or liked, which is a part of grooming, then it's reasonable to believe something's there. A lot of times, a lot of women will be in denial. You're right. You're right. It'll come out in trial as far as her teddy bears.
We don't know.
It's just that,
I feel
we don't know.
It may not come in trial, but it don't mean that he ain't do it. This how I see it, KC. Right. If you like teddy bears, your ass like teddy bears. If a teddy bear is walking past your room, you gonna like that damn teddy bear. Well, he a picky teddy bear? He only pick certain teddy bears or something? Okay, no.
It's possible, yes. So like there's a. Can I say the word predator?
Let's say pedo.
Okay, so there's pedos that are girl lovers and pedos that are boy lovers, and there's also pedos that they like blonde hair. There's also pedos that like them a certain age and younger, or a certain age, or they like a certain race, or they like eye color.
You make it sound like it's a community of them, I guess.
Well, it is a community. That's what I'm saying. It is a community.
I'm putting their ass in a whole bin, okay? Fuck it. I'm putting their ass in a whole bin.
Should.
I don't give a damn if they picky and choosy. You know, they like teddy bears, and that's a no.
Right.
If he's out here got so bold to do it in his home, watching the thing, and I'm sure he's looking at them teddy bears because he don't have no morals. He don't have no values. Look at this man recipe. Look at his background. He's a scammer. He scammed many black people out their money knowing it was a scam, and he ain't give a damn. Look what he did to his wife, scamming her ass, and he don't give a damn. I mean, this is what he does. He hurt people. People around girls talking about they are scared of him. He intimidates people. He don't give a damn. He intimidate grown-ass people. You mean to tell me he not going to intimidate no goddamn kids? No teddy bears? Yes, he does. He's a slick con artist. He know what he doing. He been into teddy bears for a long time. And trust and believe me, I don't know what he did, but he did something wrong to them damn teddy bears that was around the house. Okay? Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, just hearing that means Shirley is just as much of a monster he is, because
that's what I'm saying.
The fact that she hasn't come forward and denounced him, the fact that she's pleading with the judge to let him out, she believes everything that's being put out there about him, and she also supports it. So now I got to give her and Steve Harvey the side eye. It's tough with this information that comes from social media, because on one hand, I want to believe everything that's presented, but then on the other hand, it is possible some stuff could be made up and a lie. I'm treading with caution as far as Shirley. I don't know. With Shirley, when more information comes out, I'll have a decision then. I'm kind of erring on the side of caution when it comes to passing judgment, just because it's possible that we could get it wrong, like in the past.
I could get it wrong, and when that day come, I apologize. Instead of then, I'm gonna judge, okay? And I bet you that nigga right there, he was like, "Go ahead, Cheryl, go on shopping. I'm gonna watch the kids for y'all. I want you and your daughter to have mother and daughter time. Let me watch the kids. Yeah, we want to play the games. We want to do this. We're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Let me wash them up.
Right.
I'll change them for you. Oh, I love my grandkids. You know, you got to watch shit. Cheryl ain't see his eyes how you looking at them kids. Something right.
Well, there's been videos online where a teenage girl will go to her mom and be like, "Your boyfriend touched me." And the mom will be like, "No, he didn't. Don't say it anymore." Or
they do that
don't
often.
say that anymore.
That's
we don't
so
want.
normal now.
They do it often.
Yeah,
they do it often.
Cheryl
So that's why
I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my God, Cheryl is so a holy roller," and she would never bullshit. That'd be the ones. Cause let's not talk about how often this happened in church. What? Yes, honey. It happened with the pastors be doing it. All of them in church to the Catholic community, child. So no, I don't push shit past nobody, especially no Shirley Strawberry, somebody I don't even know. You know.
True. That is true. That is true.
Ooh, but I'm so glad you came, Casey.
It was a lot to unpack because in the past, I mean, it's a lot of moving parts, especially the fact that Ernesto. He's a habitual scammer. He's got a history with having side chicks who are also helping him scam people. And it's, really it's about not really him, but what does Shirley know and when did she know it? And to me, if I'm with someone and they're arrested for messing with teddy bears or having photographs on their computer and then messing with animals, I'm done with them. I'm either going radio silent or I'm going to denounce them, and I'm talking about divorce. The fact that she's talking about helping him get out the country and that she hasn't denounced him, and the fact that all of that stuff, human trafficking for servitude, I mean, just the images alone, you're looking at like maybe from what I've seen on 11alive.com, it's looking like at least 40 years. And I'm pretty sure other stuff will come out because his lawyer is saying it was one image, whereas law enforcement is saying that they found 200 images. So I'm like, okay, which one do we believe?
200 images, duh. Come on, KC, these niggas can't stop. Do you think they just want to fantasize with one teddy? No, they want all the teddies. They want all the teddies.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I can see that. But
they have no morals.
But like
they have no integrity. And you can see even how he treat other people and scam, he don't care. He has no morals.
Right.
He has no values. Where is his integrity? None whatsoever. And for a man to walk around with no integrity, no values, you mean to tell me you can sleep with that 10 years and you don't feel that vibration? You don't feel that bad energy? Come on now.
She should. You're right. She should.
She did. And she was cool with it. They said the last nigga she was with was a bad dude too. So maybe she have an attraction to him. Maybe she want to fix him. I don't know.
Right. Well, she did steal dude from what's her face?
Ebony
so
Steele.
She's no stranger. Yeah, Ebony.
I thought they said
Steele.
Steve Harvey introduced them. So Steve Harvey introduced a man that's already taken.
Hold on, let me find the article. Let me find it. Let me go back to it on how they met. Let's see. Because I read that it was in like a beauty shop. Okay, yeah, here it is. So it's on AtlantaDailyWorld.com. And this might not be the actual story.
Shop?
So apparently, let me read you the whole thing.
No, you don't gotta read it. I just take your word for it.
Okay, so it says, here's the TL on this dude. He's the ex-boyfriend of Ebony Steele. He's a con hustler who was involved with Ebony for over 2 years. He came up using her when he first got out of prison. She thought she thought he was going to marry her. Surprise, that's me adding that. After he was done with her, he came up on Shirley at the hair salon that Ebony was going to at the time. So that's the reason why people in the audience were saying that he did Ebony Steele wrong and used her up, because he was with Ebony Steele. Ebony Steele taking him to like the hair salon place. Maybe like she asked him to come in there because, you know, a lot of times women will get their hair done.
Nah, that's the last place I want my nigga. You better not take your ass at the beauty supply store.
Well, women will do that. They'll tell,
nigga.
Hold up, women will do that.
Well,
they'll tell their girlfriends
they
about
do.
this guy they're seeing, and then they'll be like, hey, babe, can you come in here and give me blah, blah, blah. He come into the hair salon, and, you know, she gets whatever he's giving her, and that's her way of showing him off to the girlfriends in there. So that's what I believe happened, because according to AtlantaDailyWorld.com, that's where he was introduced to Shirley, because Ebony was going there getting her hair and stuff done. And then less than a year after breaking Ebony's heart or dumping her, he pumped and dumped her, he was proposing to Shirley. So there you go. Now, it's reasonable to believe, because there's two different narratives, maybe he played like he didn't know Shirley, and they just so happened to go to the same hair salon, and Shirley was introduced to him by Steve Harvey, and he was already smashing Shirley. And so that's why you have the two narrative, because it's overlapped. There's no way to know. There's no way to know.
Why was
I don't know where the Steve Harvey thing
from the prisons?
You asking the question that men have been asking since the beginning of time.
Why
y'all women
Why?
messing with the thugs and the gangbangers?
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I have an
that
idea.
That don't make a bit of sense.
But I have,
and you wonder why your ass got wrong.
Exactly. Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and
his ass is
they
definitely a Pookie and Ray Ray. Didn't he Pookie their ass? And Ray Ray their ass?
He Pookie their ass.
All the way through. It was nothing legitimate about this man. Nothing.
Fully fake. Fact.
And you knew his reputation. You knew he came from prison. And you willing to risk your life. And look what it got you.
You could have chosen a good dude, and you chose a Pookie and Ray Ray.
I don't got no sympathy card for none of them. I'm sorry, I don't got it.
Me neither. Shirley could have got a good dude, someone who's educated. She probably thought he was lame and was like, you know what, I'm gonna choose Pookie and Ray Ray. You know what, Shirley, you get what you get. I'm with you, Gigi. You know what, I'm converted. She picked the Pookie and Ray Ray. Look, she picked the Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yes, she did.
She didn't want a good man. And then now she's probably telling her friends and everybody she knows, all black men bad. I don't, this and that. I'm gonna level up now. I'm going to divest. She's probably saying all that nonsense. You know what? You chose him. You should have chose better. I'm with you, Gigi.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Straight like that. Okay, so we do have some phone calls. Do you want to take some phone calls, Casey?
Oh yeah.
All right. Calling from 757. You're live on the air. Sorry about that. 757.
Hey, Gigi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm so happy you called. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Sorry I'm in my car. If it sounds weird, I'll take it off if it's messing up the sound. I felt like this. After hearing all the details at first, I felt sorry for Shirley, because I grew up listening to her on the morning show on my way to work. But now hearing the details, she's complicit. Like, the fact that she stole this man from Ebony Kate Steele, it speaks volumes to me. And
your phone going in and out. Your phone going in and out now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better. You said the fact that she stole Ebony Steele man speaks volumes to you because she don't care about other women. Go ahead.
She don't care about other women. And the fact that she used to be a big girl and now she's skinny now, that has something to do with her little...
Your phone going out again. Your phone going out again.
I'll call back in, Gigi. I'll call back in.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
so we're going to let her go. And, Casey, I just add you as a moderator. So you guys have been
Hey.
saying, hey, how do I find KC? In the description, I did put a link to one of you, and I just made him a moderator. So let's go on to our next
Yay.
caller. Calling from 214. You're live on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. So I want to. I just got on here and just saw what you were talking about. First of all, this man looked like he go both ways. I'm sorry. Sherry, like the other person stated, she's complicit. For you to tell him to go out the country, you already knew what was up with your husband. You probably already knew years ago how he was. Nobody's stupid. So, yeah, she needs to go down with him. He's trifling. He's a pedophile. I was reading somewhere where they were talking about he's not allowed around animals either. So what he doing with animals? Just nasty. All I want to say was,
all right. Well, thank you for calling in. All right, let's go on to our next caller. Calling from 111. You're live on the air, 111.
GIGI,
Yes.
I heard you and Casey fucking each other.
You know what? Stop it. Okay, that's a troll. All right, so the news said, I told you, Gigi. Well, just because she says he looks one way don't mean that he is. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the Ernest dude. So that don't mean shit. I mean, I don't give a damn what he is. The fact that he's a pedo and the fact that he's out here scamming people and messing with animals is enough for me. All right, so we don't have any more callers. So any more thoughts, KC?
Yeah, just the fact that, so let's just say, for the sake of example, Shirley knew exactly what was going on with dude being a predator. Shirley needs to be charged. Mm-hmm. She definitely needs to be charged. I mean, just the fact that she put her teddy bears at risk and she's trying to help this guy escape justice. It just showed, and plus, as far as images on the computer, did she have access to the same computer? Like, who all had access to it? I'm willing to believe that he more than likely was scamming someone who knew what he had going on, or maybe they did know, and the police was arresting him for one thing, and they just so happened to find those images and catch him up on all the other stuff. And that's usually how it happens. It's usually you doing one thing, they get you on that, and then there's a warrant for an arrest and all of your electronics, and they find a whole bunch of crap on your computer. Yeah. And it's good because. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think it's good that they're getting this guy off the street, and I'm hoping that all of his deeds come out so we know exactly what we're dealing with. I'm just looking at Shirley like, how much did you know and when did you know it?
Well, she's not going to try to let that out. She's going to try to save her ass now.
Yeah. But if he is the con man, like I believe he is, and that we all know him to be, he will probably take a deal and throw Shirley under the bus. That's what these guys usually do. They have no problem sacrificing girlfriends, wives, friends, or whatever. And that's usually the reason why, a lot of them either don't get their day, don't really get the full thing that they're supposed to get as far as justice, and why you'll see a lot of women in prison. A lot of women are in prison because they were protecting a man. So Shirley, if she truly knew, let's say she truly knew everything, she needs to be a witness for the prosecution and help put this guy away. Because, and Shirley, if you're listening, just listen to me carefully. It's more than likely that Ernesto is going to somehow bring you into this to take a plea deal and get less time.
And let's talk about this house. So they said it all started with this house. I believe they have a house in Atlanta, but she has a house in LA. So what happened? He said he want to live in Atlanta Bay, and I'll come to California on the weekdays, and I'm going to be out partying. on the weekends in Atlanta. So, but why did he have to get a house that's $8,000 a month in rent? And he was back rent. He owed $40,000, and that's how this stuff started to unravel. Ain't that greedy? Isn't that greedy?
It is. It is.
So what's your thoughts? Why did he have to have this big old house, $8,000 in rent? They're not owning it because I'm assuming they're saying that his credit is not good. So.
Yeah, because they were sued. So they were married 2015, and Shirley and her husband were sued by the homeowner's leasing agent, Pacific Shore Property Management, claiming Shirley and her hubby were deadbeats. And so they've had a history. Deadbeats. This is on TMZ.com. So Shirley had a 1-year lease for $7,500.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell us that. When we talk about the dead.
Well, they're deadbeats, not paying what they're supposed to pay. So they had a 1-year lease for $7,500 a month. Shirley paid the first month, but May's payment was 25 days late. After that, Shirley paid nothing. And the homeowner told TMZ that Shirley made nothing but excuses about why rent was late in September, but Shirley bounced minutes before they arrived.
Okay,
so this is on TMZ.
KC. See, y'all want to put this woman up on a pedestal. She's responsible. Clearly, she's not responsible. She's an irresponsible lady. Okay? Nobody is forcing her to sign these contracts and get into these deals.
60 seconds.
She's doing this and can't do it and don't have no excuse and just bail on people. What type of person is that? Irresponsible, I tell you. Come on.
Irresponsible. She a deadbeat. It sounds like she's a ride or die. And I'm with you on her being a ride or die, not just with the financial deadbeat stuff, but also the teddy bears. She's looking like a more and more of a horrible person. I know a lot of people are let down by this whole story with the husband and the teddy bear, Ernesto and the teddy bears and stuff. It's going to take a lot of people time to process this because, a lot of people are wanting to protect Black women, myself included.
10 seconds.
It's just very hard to really accept that and loving could be conniving. It's just hard to digest and process.
Can't you be two? Can't you be both? Can't you be nice and conniving at the same time?
You can, and we find out once all this stuff comes out.
Yeah, you could be conniving
I'm just as blown away as everybody else.
You can be conniving and keep a smile on your face.
So I'm just as shocked as everybody else.
People have different sides to them. Some people are just not one straight lane. Some people have multiple sides.
True. They do. And it's looking like
most
Shirley
of
does.
Y'all don't even know Cheryl. Y'all just know that damn voice, and she's at work. When you at work, are you showing somebody all sides of who you are? Do you think this lady is getting on the internet and really telling y'all her real advice? She's being politically correct. She's telling, what's good for the show. She's still at work. This is work. But she does a good job, I guess, trying to convince the audience that, hey, this is how I really feel. And that is their job, is to convince you that this is how they feel, like we are connected, to engage with you guys. So she does a great job with her job, but you don't know her.
Right. And so just the fact that I'm looking for arrests that she's been involved in, where she's been arrested. I'm not seeing that she's ever been arrested, ever charged with anything. Being a deadbeat is not a crime. So I think it's just that the image that she puts out there and the fact that she hasn't had any outside of work incidences, minus Ernesto, it just appears that she's on the up and up. But you're right, it's possible she could not have been caught.
She not on no damn up and up. She make bad choices, especially when it comes to men. She has a history of bad choice in men.
But that don't
And
mean she's a bad person because she's choosing wrong.
You know what? I'll tell you one thing. If I have a girlfriend named Shanae, and Shanae choose to be with horrible niggas that like to fuck shit up, you're a bad friend, Shanae, because by you choosing these roughnecks to be around, you and involved in my life. Okay? When shit goes down with you, I'm affected by that. So no, I'm not about to be around Shanae and all her shenanigans with all them niggas that she fool with and the bad choices she make, because I'm going to be affected by that.
True. She's a bad friend, but not a bad person.
Well,
so to be the bad person, it's got to be a history there, and there's just no history for
she's
her.
supporting bad niggas for me. That's enough for me.
But you know, that's like 3 out of 4 black women, though.
Well, and maybe I keep to my damn self. Okay.
Don't do it. Yeah, don't go there.
I'm not dealing
don't
with that
do
shit.
But yeah, there's no arrest out there for her. And
You are the company
now there's
you
this thing
keep. You are the company you keep.
that does apply for a lot of situations. It does apply, and it's gonna. This right here is a black mark on Shirley's image, and I think that's the reason why she wanted to get dude out the country. But I agree with you that she's. I'm gonna say she's not necessarily a monster, but she's complicit in bestiality and someone being a predator.
I'm gonna say she's a monster. She's not gonna have my back. She's not gonna care for me, KC. So I'm not gonna be there for her. If her man did something horrible to me, she's not gonna be honest and have integrity and say, hey, this is what happened. She's going to take up for her man to get him out of jail. She can care less about me or anybody else. So I'm not going to be there for her or anybody else that's not going to have my back.
So what would you say
That's
as
how I
far as
see
people who say, and I'm kind of playing devil's advocate,
There
but
you
not
ass
really.
go.
What about what about people who say you're innocent until proven guilty? The police planted that stuff.
Bullshit.
The government's lying.
Bullshit.
The government's lying. I'm going to stick by my man until he's proven guilty.
Back to blue.
You said back to blue. Innocent till proven guilty. Black Lives Matter. What about they say Black Lives Matter? But he hasn't been found guilty. Somebody else could have used the. I'm gonna tell you what the defense is gonna be. I've heard it before. All right, let me bring his charges up. I'm gonna tell you what the defense is. I'm telling you. You laughing. I'm gonna tell you what the defense is gonna be. I already know what it is. Let me get to all the stuff he was charged for. And again, I'm not defending a predator. I just know that you need more than images on a computer. You need more. All right, so basically, he's been arrested and charged with having teddy bear pictures on his computer. His defense attorney, who already tried to downplay what the police found, they're going to say that he let someone else use his computer for business, and he can't really say all the people who has used his computer, but those images on his computer are not his. Kind of like you let someone ride with you for, like, if you're doing Uber or Lyft and a passenger leaves something in your vehicle, you don't clean your vehicle out, you get pulled over, the officer visibly sees it, then goes to arrest you and charges you with whatever's in your vehicle. It's in your vehicle, but it was someone else's, and you can't recall whose it was.
Well,
what do you
I'm
think about
still
that?
going to take your ass to jail. You should have cleaned your shit out. You got to be responsible of what you have in your vehicle.
And he's in jail. He is in jail.
Okay, well,
So
next
he
time
was
you think
arrested.
about allowing somebody to use your damn computer. So now you
So
got
if
to pay
that's
for the PEDO that was using your computer. Okay, you know a PEDO, and you got to pay for it. And that's the risk of doing it. So you better know who's using your computer. And why would somebody be using your computer to look at some horrible shit like that? Huh? They must have had a
people
whole
are weird.
bunch of time.
People are
on
weird
their
and
hand.
sick.
Who does that? Because I'm thinking you're gonna look at the teddy bears to get off. So somebody got your computer and busting nuts.
People are weird and sick like that. I
And
mean, we
why
don't know if
would
it's a
you allow
laptop or a
somebody to
desktop.
you allow somebody to use your computer for that?
Well, not for that specifically,
Okay, but where
it
would
could
they
have
do
been for
it
something
at?
else.
So what would they do it at? So they're doing it in your home?
Well, like, so if it's a laptop, they could be like, hey, can I borrow your laptop? Bring it back. Or if it's a desktop, it could be like, hey,
Now,
can I use your
he's
computer right
around
fast?
the
Because,
people with big money. So who around him with big money need to borrow a damn laptop?
well, the big money people would have small people with them. So, like, let's use Steve Harvey, for example. Steve Harvey come over to your place. He's coming with an entourage. And you thinking that they're with Steve and Steve vouches for everybody, but it's some people who are rolling with them who are just like tag-alongs. So
And
the
what they gonna say,
tag-along
can I
could have
use
been
your
like, hey,
computer? I said, go on your internet. You don't got a phone?
that is true. But
You're not about to
sometimes
use my
people will
computer.
be like,
For what? For what?
I mean, that's the best way to go.
For what?
But that's what I believe that Ernest's defense is going to come with that, with the whole
Bullshit.
other people have access to it. It's a public computer.
Bullshit.
And I believe that's what Shirley is believing, is like, I don't believe my man would do this. I'm going to protect my man.
Bullshit.
So would you look at Shirley as, would you give Shirley the side eye if she hears that or something to that effect and she believes it? Like he's innocent till proven guilty?
She all know that nigga guilty just like she guilty.
Yeah, I 100% believe Ernest Williams is guilty, because I agree with you. You're not going to let just anybody just use your computer. And just the fact that he had those images and he sought out those images and someone sent them to him, or I don't know how he got them, but just the fact that they're in his possession, probably on his phone too, he's just a monster to me. I'm already writing him off. But as far as Shirley is looking more and more suspect the more we talk, GG, and it's unfortunate that you think you know somebody.
I didn't think I know her. I don't know.
Anything.
I don't know nobody. Shit, I don't know my own family. Half of them I don't even know. Yeah, I grew up with them, but shit, I don't know these people. You don't know nobody. Sometimes y'all think y'all know y'all kids. Y'all don't know y'all damn kids. Y'all don't know.
That is true.
You don't know.
But as far as the public persona, there's a lot of people who are saying they thought they knew her based off her public persona, and she doesn't have a history of even hurting a fly.
They're assuming.
They are assuming. And it's just there's nothing out there. So it's very, very sad that she's going down with him for him messing with teddy bears and animals. So if you go to walk your dog, don't bring the dog around Ernest. He might see your dog from behind and be like, okay, you know what? Let me walk your dog. Your dog come back limping.
Shit. He liked that shit.
That's sick. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, the one people I feel sorry for is the children. I feel sorry for them. Let me look up how many children they got together. Because they married 2015.
In the comment section, they said she's doing it now. She wants him to come home. Yes, she does. Want him to come on home. She don't like her man up in jail with all them other men. He might get turned on. Okay. KC is, KC, he's just playing both sides. You know, he asking questions. He playing devil advocate to make it more interesting. And I appreciate him asking me questions, put me in. He's making it more interesting. That's what he does, you know. So we don't know any of these people. Tell hell sub GG. We don't know GG either. You sure don't know my ass, Janet. And I don't know your ass, Janet Jenkins. We in the same pot. I don't know you. You don't know me. And let's keep it that way, okay? 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 Okay. I remember this lady was so rude to me. I was at the airport, you guys, and I was feeling happy, right? I was just waving, talking to everybody like I was off of some shit, right? I was just happy. So I said, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I'm on a motherfucking radio. She said, "Do I know you?" I said, "No." She said, "Good. Let's keep it that way." And I couldn't do shit but laugh. I said, "I'm gonna keep that attitude," and I respected her for it. I loved her for it, honestly. And I said, I'm gonna adopt that attitude. I like that. I really like that shit. You know, I like it. I like that.
So she does have one child. Well, not really a child. She's a grown woman. She's 21. I think this is Sheridan. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's her. So this is sad. She's got at least one. Y'all let us know if they got more than one. So that's who I feel sorry for because, yeah, Sheridan. So the fact that Sheridan's got to deal with this, I don't know what she's got going on. There's not much information about her, even though she's 21. She should be in someone's job or someone's college. But that's who I really feel sorry for. She's got to be the one to pick up the pieces. She's got to be the one to hear about all this stuff secondhand. She's going to be embarrassed and ashamed. And it's really going to put a mark on her. Because someone like Shirley, she'll probably still work for Steve Harvey and all that. And
hey,
Ernest.
Hold on. We got somebody in the room. Chronicle Speaks are in the building, you guys. Please give a big warm welcome to Chronicle Speaks. She says her daughter is 27 years old. So that means...
27.
Yeah, they've been married, 10 years, right, Chronicle Speaks? So he met her at the age of, 17 years old? And maybe earlier than that, because didn't they know each other 2 years before they got married? So what's that, 17,
right.
15 years old? Right up his ass alley. You know he liked them daughters with them damn kids because he loved teddy bears, okay? Yes, Chronicle Speaks. Girl, when I tell you you are such an amazing... Honey, let me tell you something, Chronicle Speaks. Anytime I come out with some shit, and you know, I gossip, girl. And they be like, "No, I don't believe this, Gigi. If it's not Chronicle Speaks or Impressive saying it, it's not facts." I said, "Well, hell then. Let me go to Chronicle Speaks." And I said, "This is what she said, y'all, with the thing. So it's facts now. Okay, because y'all say
it is.
Anytime Chronicle Speaks say it, or what's they say, impressive, it's facts. And you know my go-to is you, okay? So, yeah, she put it on out there. Uh-huh.
Okay, she's 27. Okay. So, yeah, just with her being 27, even more of her having to pick up the pieces and got to deal with this. But at least, saying she's old enough to whatever she's got going on, which I can't find.
Well, you know what I
She'll
hope
be able to continue doing that.
I hope he didn't get in her mind, and because he is a crook. He is a scammer. So you know he's scamming that 17-year-old. He loved gullible minds. He loved gullible women. Every woman around him, he is going to scam. He is going to lie. He is going to manipulate. He's going to play on because he get off on that. That's like he gets off on teddy bears. He like to manipulate kids. He like to play on them. He likes to intimidate. Why are there so many women talking about they scared of him? Because he intimidates people. I don't know how he do it. Because you know what he remind me? The man with the big hips, the one that took out his nephew. Now he got a big ass smile and he got them big ass cheeks, and it seemed like he is so nice and lovable, just like him. He don't look like he's a threat. I mean, because he's always smiling with them big ass cheeks he got. He don't look like he's a threat. It's so much that people think he may be gay because he don't look like a threat. He don't look like he gonna do something to you. But guess what? He is something else, So I feel that maybe when he met the 15-year-old girl, he probably got in her brain, got in her kids, and probably, I don't know if he was providing money for them, but I hope she learned to be independent of her mom in this dude. Because if she was not independent and she depended them for financial gain, because you know some parents that want you close, they will always baby you and give you money to do what they want you to do. Oh, okay, well, I don't want you to move there. I pay for it. I get you a car if you stay here with us. I do this, you know, don't worry about it. We'll do it for you. You know, if she's dependent on that, I think it's going to mess her world up even more if she's dependent on these two people. What you think, KC?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he could, if he was doing all that, he basically would be grooming her. And that's terrible because he could have been doing stuff to Sheridan, not saying that he has, but he could have been doing stuff to her and she could be testifying that he did stuff to her, but she wouldn't because she's been groomed and manipulated, thinking that what happened to her, if anything, was normalized. And that's usually what happens with these predators. They have a whole system in place. They've been doing it for a long time. The people who are in their network, like Shirley allegedly and others, they're going to protect him. And they'll protect him to the point where it'll help him evade, you know, defense attorneys are going to say, someone else used the computer. One of someone's friends came in, used the computer. It was on them. We don't know where they are. And that's reasonable doubt, which would help get him off.
And another thing that just crossed my mind, you guys, with the recent case of the Chicago. So you guys know Jeremy Brown, the one that knocked out that girl that got pop, and he's gone now. Do you know his girlfriends, his mamas is all rallying up behind the knockout king? That's what they call him, Jeremy Brown. Child, they are defending him. They're getting online talking about F y'all. So it just shows you that these women out here, they are going to defend the monsters no matter what. We have seen it time and time again. And all these examples show you that these girls that's around monsters, they are defending the monsters. And you wonder why, if I had ever have a woman friend or whoever friend and they are surrounded with monsters, I don't trust them. If I have a brother and he is married to a monster, I don't trust that nigga. Because anything I tell him, he going to tell the wife. And if the wife does some stuff, guess what? He's going to be on her side. He's not going to protect me. He's not going to have my best interest when it comes to her. And the same with these women out here. They're always going to protect their men monsters. And that's why I don't trust none of them. I throw them all out.
Exactly. There's always women involved in like a monster network. I think Sheridan, she may have deleted her Instagram. No, it's private. Let me go on. So yeah, you're right, Gigi. It's very sad and it's horrible that dude's girlfriend or whoever that woman was, I saw on the post that you mentioned, that she's wearing a shirt that says Knockout King and other people are wearing clothes and stuff to just defend him and stuff. It's horrible. And twerking on that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
They gonna always have his back.
And one of them had Daddy Angel. Yeah, it's very sad. And just Jeremy Brown, he's a monster.
Yeah. And just like
he's
the one with the
savage.
big old hips, his mama gonna always have his back. His mama was writing the letters to the judge saying, please fear my son. Y'all got it wrong. They always gonna do it. I don't trust none of them. None. If you associated with a monster, I'm gonna treat you a monster too. Okay? And that's just how I see judge or not judge. That's just how I feel. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't view him as a monster. They view him as like their monster, kind of like someone that has a Rottweiler.
Right, and I view
and
them
the Rottweiler
as a monster.
They are. They're just as bad. And what they do is they will sick the monster on you, which is what happened in that video that we saw, where the girlfriend was egging them on and recording and stuff. Yeah, she was sicking her pit bull on Carlisha.
Yeah, and they're gonna
That's usually
lie for
what
him
ends up
too.
happening.
They're gonna lie for him and make it seem like he's innocent and you're the problem.
And that's why it's great that she's suing the government and the police. I hope she sues the restaurant too. They all should be sued. And one thing I think should happen is they definitely should have like a Carlisha, I think her last name is Hood, Carlisha Hood Act, where it allows women to better protect themselves, whether it's a woman or a woman and child or a woman and children. They should be able to use lethal force to protect themselves, even if it's like an exceeding circumstance, because it's a lot of violence against Black women in Chicago. There's like a whole thing on the news about it, and it's terrible. And then also the number one person getting trafficked are Black girls. So there definitely needs to be a policy change and laws put on the books to better protect women and children. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I was just laughing. They said, "Oh, now you agree." That's what they saying.
No, not switching the tune. It was just wanting to evolve. We don't understand what needs to be approved upon. So if everybody's like, yeah, everything that was done was right, then there's no need to change the laws or change policy. But if we acknowledge, I agree with what she did, but I know in normal circumstances it's wrong. Now it's like, okay, it's wrong now. How can we make it right? Let's change policy. Let's change the laws. Let's have a Carlisha Hood Act. And hopefully that's what her lawyers are doing, so that this is not just Carlisha Hood and her son getting money and compensation, which they're rightfully deserving of, but that certain things could be put in place. Like, I believe, and people are gonna, may disagree with me. I think Carlisha Hood and her son need to be in witness protection. I think that they should be given the same provisions as people in witness protection, because they can no longer live in Illinois. They can no longer live in the state and be safe. And her son was using lethal force to protect her, and she's a victim of being a battery. And whatever happened outside of what we saw in the video, that should be protected by policy and the law. There should be witness protection put in place. Also, if they have to change their name and he has to change schools, that should be afforded to him. There also should be money set aside for them to be able to get food, shelter. There should be a lot of protections in place, because even though they're not witnesses that's normally in witness protection, there should be something there. They shouldn't have to do a GoFundMe or go to a women's shelter in future cases like hers. There should be something put in place where it's like, okay, based off your circumstance, we already have a law in place. Here's your money. Here's your new ID, so you can feel safe, because the main person's life who's been changed is the 14-year-old. He was an honor student and straight A student at the junior high school where he graduated from before going to high school. Now he has to go to a whole new high school system where they're probably learning things different than what he was on the path to learn. So the fact that their lives were changed, there definitely should be a policy change and laws on the books.
Mm-hmm. Now, we will be going live around 9:30 p.m. on this channel to talk more about Carlisha Hood and Jeremy Brown. We have came across a video of the witness, the girl that recorded the whole situation. She is talking to a Facebooker about the whole situation, and Carlisha Hood also speaks on it. It's definitely a treat. I would love for you guys to come back at 9:30ish p.m. To watch it with us and to call in and talk about it. And KC, we always hope you show up.
Well, I'm open to the conversation, evolving. I've seen other channels, the way they talk about it, is too much emotion. People condemning Carlisha and her son, just condemning them, and it shouldn't be that. I'm open for constructive conversation and filling in the blanks and getting to the point where we evolve all these conversations to changing policy and changing laws to protect women and children, specifically Black women and children. But the other stuff that I'm seeing is just it's almost like we're just fighting each other just to be fighting it.
Yeah, good thing I haven't been watching or seeing nobody stuff, so glad.
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
Okay. Well, I love you guys. I thank you. Thank you, KC. If you guys want to follow KC, go to the description in this video and you will see co-host. And any last words, KC?
Thank you, Gigi, for having me, even though I came late. It's going to be the same thing tomorrow. I got stuff going on. I know you got a broadcast tomorrow dealing with them trying to take us back before the civil rights era.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that down
something.
then, because that was just for you. I can't do that shit by myself. I'm gonna stick to the gossip. You know, I may not do that when I have to replace that with something else. Okay.
Yeah,
and
any
that's
day,
just
but
how we do that.
any day but tomorrow, unfortunately, in the morning. Yep. But great show, Gigi. Thank you. A lot of great information. Holler at you next time.
All right. I'll see you guys later. DJ, turn me up. See y'all around 9-ish, 9:39 back here.